Hustlers unite, camp hustle ignite. In the land of the grind where the sun never bites. Commentary sharp, cut deep like a saber. Live stream wild, views stack like skyscrapers. Benny cooking, David's on the clock. Cabos with the shots, Exo Charles got the locks. Taking souls for free, snatching time like a thief. YouTube grind heavy, no room for belief. Hustlers unite, we don't sleep at night. Camp hustle in sight, gotta hustle, take flight. Live stream the struggle, commentary the fight. Hustlers unite, keep the hustle airtight. Camp hustle one, it's the mission they dread. Where the vision stays sharp and the critics get fed. Videos drop, every second's a jewel. Taking souls for the free, no mercy, no school. Coke Benny stirring pots, algorithm in the stew. David stacking chips, playing chess with the view. Cabos with the mic, truth bombs, they explode. Exo Charles in the shadows, unlocking every code. Mic in the hand, hustle in the veins. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign. Hustlers unite. Hustlers unite. Yeah. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign. Hustlers unite, we don't sleep at night. Camp hustle in sight, gotta hustle, take flight. Mic in the hand, hustle in the veins. Content on the brain, never playing games. From the comments to the streams, this is how we reign.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Camp Hustle 1 here, back with another live stream. Good to see you guys all back again. Let's jump into it. Good evening, everybody. How we doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Got another one for you. And you know what? Tonight's stream is not going to be about the whole Akash situation. We're going to pivot from that and talk about a bunch of other things. So I hope you guys are ready. Let me make sure I have everything queued up and ready to go. Just give me one moment. All right. Let me make sure I got my screen up here. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about, we're going to talk about a few things. We have Joe Budden. He exposed himself for paying for OF. I don't know if that was something that anybody knew. I mean, the thing is, okay, some people, there's two thoughts about this. Some people will say, oh, that's kind of crazy that he would, admit that. And then there's also the other people that would say that, no, it's actually, OF is just kind of another thing. It's kind of like going to the strip club, but in the privacy of your own home. So I don't know, man. It's one of those things that people are certain divided on, but I wanted to cover that. Tina Toes Ghost, welcome to the stream, sir. Hey, Camp. DoorDash Girl is looking down at 8 years. Yes, that's actually on the docket, man. That was going to be another thing I'm going to talk about. Yeah, so the DoorDash Girl got 2 felony counts, and yeah. So that's pretty bad. And then also in other news, Bonnie Blue, she is now facing potentially 15 years for soliciting herself for the Bang Bus in Bali. So that's something else we'll be talking about. We have Piers Morgan. He was grilling Nick Fuentes for potentially being sus. And then it actually came back around that turns out that Piers Morgan's wife takes like 6 months, a 6 months hiatus so she can sleep with other men. So that's kind of crazy. He's kind of replacing Akash in terms of the whole simp thing. And then we have Xena the Witch. Everybody's getting arrested. Xena the Witch got arrested again. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So let's get to the first thing here. I want to say it was under Lengthiger. Let me see if I have it here. I should have saved it, but I didn't. Because, how it gets kind of crazy busy. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. But yes, I definitely want to talk about the Joe Budden. Let me just type in Joe Budden first. Oh, this should be on there. I think Joe Budden, he went on like a podcast or whatever, and he was talking about paying for OF. Let me see. Maybe it was on. Oh, you know what? I think it was on YouTube. I don't know. Oh man, I really need to start saving my sources, man, instead of scrambling to find it. Actually, it should be under my save. Watch for later. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, damn it. I didn't save it. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Okay. Unavailable videos are hidden. Maybe it got taken down. Let me just see. Because, yeah, that's how fast the internet moves, man. As soon as I see a story, I want to talk about it, and then it gets taken off. So I got to really start making more videos. Or I guess start making videos before they take them down. Okay, so I guess this is the
Have you ever bought an OnlyFans?
This is going to be the short here. He was, basically talking about how he pays for OnlyFans. So let's see what they got to say here.
Fans?
Ever bought? What do you mean bought?
Like subscribed or like paid for something on
Oh yeah,
OnlyFans?
every other month. What the hell are you talking about? Have you ever not?
I have not. No.
Oh come on.
No, neither of us.
Oh, these
I haven't
fucking
either,
pretentious fucks.
I swear to God.
So I guess it makes it pretentious, man. If you don't pay for OF, I mean, call us all pretentious over here. Coke Benny, welcome to the stream, sir. We just got a new apprentice at work. He spends most of his time in the bathroom. Oh, you know, how does the saying go? I don't want to butcher the saying, but something about getting paid while you're on the John or something like that. I think like 5 minutes for you, 10 minutes for me, and either way you end up getting paid for sitting on the John. Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you know he takes care of that and can show up for work a little bit more. People are losing their jobs left and right for being careless and taking advantage, trying to game the system and stuff. So yeah, hopefully that'll work itself out, man. But Coke Benny, man, it's good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream, sir. Just talking about Mr. Joe Budden paying for OnlyFans every month. He doesn't even know the names. There's no like parasocial relationship here. He just pays for OF.
Oh, you guys are better.
No, that's not right. No judgment. But wait, who are you buying?
Oh, I don't know her name.
Have you ever bought an OnlyFans?
Ever bought? What do you mean bought?
Like subscribed or like paid for something?
So I guess at least he doesn't take it that far as like private messaging. Well, maybe he does, but he doesn't remember the names because maybe it's so many people that he buys for. But yeah, every month, that's crazy. That's a lot of money just going out the window like that. And you think a person like Joe Budden, you know, who's kind of made a name for himself, wouldn't have to pay for OnlyFans, but I guess it's kind of lonely out here. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I just thought that was kind of wild. But it was a very, very quick thing. Let me go back to, let's say the item was on Reddit for what I saw. I think it's called Xena. Xena the Witch. Let's see. Oh, wait. I think I need to type in arrested. Arrested again. Where was it? IG Live. Okay, this is the one. Her 19-year-old boyfriend called the cops and got her arrested again. This is the video right here.
I didn't.
I mean, it's on video.
No, it's not. I threw your boxes. Wait. Can we please walk up to our car and walk on my door?
GG, Xena.
Dude, this is the second video that I've seen her 19-year-old boyfriend like filming her either getting arrested or putting into a cop car and stuff. I'm sorry. The very first video I saw, she was on the phone with him. Or no, he was on the phone with her and he was like filming the whole thing. And yeah, he basically was just like, hey, you're on live, or whatever. She's like, don't release this video. He ended up posting it and it ended up showing up on Reddit. And I'm just like, damn, dude, it's kind of crazy how Xena went from like dating Sneeko to dating all these other guys, whatever. So now she's with this 19-year-old kid who has no care for her whatsoever, is willing to just post her getting arrested and just without any care. And you know what? I don't even know what she got arrested for. That's how this story came out like 12 days ago. I never even looked into it, which it was what it was. But it's just people are just saying she's a certified crash out. I don't even care what she did this time. Yeah, it's like, dude, she's going to end up in jail. Xena's a weirdo, the most unstable woman I've ever seen. Notice how she only goes after the really young dude. She's a weirdo for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Out of all these comments, I still don't know what she did. And last guy says, I laughed so hard when he said GG's. Yeah, man, he's just like, yeah, girl's getting arrested again. So that's kind of wild. I probably should look into this and see what this is all about, but she's 30 years old. Stop associating with someone having a baby face, being attractive to, with being young. She is 28 in 2022. I heard her say her age in the No Jumper interview. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, she's gonna end up in jail or on the streets. Yeah, man. I mean, she goes from working with Fresh and Fit to just getting arrested every other week, man. It's not good, man. Coke Manny came back. He says the foreman was pissed and chewed him out. I couldn't help but laugh at his broken English when he yells, "You been in the bathroom for 30 fucking minutes." Damn, dude. That's crazy. I mean, you guys get paid by the hour? How does that work? Do you guys just get paid for the whole job up front, whatever? I mean, you just like fucking off for about 30 minutes? I mean, dude, when you gotta go, but definitely, before you get to the actual site, make sure you answer any calls of nature. That way, you can stay focused on the job, man. That's crazy. So yeah, the Joe Budden thing is crazy. Xena the Witch already got arrested. Let's just move on to freaking Piers Morgan, man. That was, I know that those two stories were a little light, man, but this one right here, Piers Morgan, Morgan. We get paid by the hour. Oh, well, then yeah, him fucking off for 30 minutes is, that's not good, man. Because now I don't know what he's supposed to be doing. I mean, he's an apprentice, whatever, so he should be learning from you. But sounds like he's just trying to, game the system a little bit. Let me check this out real quick. That's crazy though. Sorry you got to deal with that, Coke Benny. That's tough. That's real tough. Okay, so Myron exposed Piers Morgan's wife, the new Akash Singh. That's wild. Let's see what this one's all about.
All right, so let's get into some of the stories. So this comes right here from, so Tommy Rosen says, just some of Piers Morgan's wife Instagram posts explains a lot. Here's his wife, Celia Walden. You know each other so well, but I do think somehow there's that smidgen of love somewhere. You wouldn't have married him otherwise, and he's not likely to have an affair, nor for you. Probably a smidgen. Bruh.
Damn. So she just admitted just a smidgen of love, like maybe maybe she's in that type of relationship where, she has a lot of free time and, Piers basically is just diving into his work. So maybe he's not available as much as she would like. So she gets to kind of play around with the pool boy and people washing the car and all that stuff. And maybe she has having a little thingy on the side. So let's keep going.
Bro.
It's not good though.
Here she is, some dude in Speedos washing a car. When the husband's away, Mr. Suds comes to play, bro.
Wow. That's tough.
Reading Lenny's brilliant memoir and thinking back to Sunny Saturday in Paris, he'd taken a 3-year vow of absence at the time. Shame. Let lover rule. Bruh.
So she's posing with Lenny Kravitz, basically saying, damn, it sucks that he's abstinent and she's got a whole husband. That's wild.
And then here she is lying down and says, wanted pool boy, no experience needed.
Wow. She's going to give the pool boy all the experience he needs. Damn. That's tough, bro. That's wild. She don't care. I mean, shit. What can you say about that? Application's
Yo,
now
man.
open. Damn, she
Hey,
wrote that.
yo.
In. That's crazy. Sheesh.
Yo. That shit's crazy. This shit is fucking crazy, bruh. This one is the worst.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Some dude in a fucking Speedo in LA. When the husband's away, Mr. Suts comes to play. Bro.
Hold on, look at these hashtags. You missed a spot. Everyday sexism. Not an object. What does that say? Speedo, Hollywood life, Hawaiian tropic, but wannabe. That's crazy, man. Sheesh.
The fuck is going on?
That's a lot.
And it's funny.
Just those 3 photos would be, that'd be kind of grounds for termination. It's like, don't post shit like that. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
Because Pierce was trying to make fun of Nick calling him a virgin. Bruh, I'd rather be a virgin than be a goddamn, man.
Okay, I'd rather be a virgin than a cuck. Piers Morgan pressed Nick for not having sex while his wife literally takes vacations from him to have sex with other men. Damn.
And I tweeted this. It says here, Piers Morgan's...
That's six weeks,
Piers
man.
Morgan pressed Nick for not having sex while his wife literally takes vacations from him to have sex with other men. Bruh. We don't know for a fact if she smashed other guys. But I'll tell you this, we probably aren't surprised if she does, dude. Holy, bro.
She probably knows he's not going anywhere, so, I mean, she can pretty much do whatever. And, he's just like, look, I'll see you when I see you. She's like, all right, I'll be here. And then she just goes buck wild in his absence.
Holy.
Damn. But that's the thing, like, the longer this goes on, the more comfortable they feel, and the more, they're like, I don't mind posting this, whatever. I'm not going to get in trouble. And now it's just like, she's already opened that door. Now it's going to just be all out in the open. Everybody can know about it now.
And this is probably why Pierce is so fucking, pro-feminist. That's why he's so pro-feminist. This is fucking painful, man. Man. That hurts, bro. Mara, what's your thoughts on the Nick/Ian Carroll beef? Nick is sticking to the narrative, but Ian has presented abundant fuckery evidence.
Okay. That's all we're going to talk about in terms of like the whole Piers Morgan thing. I just thought you guys need to know about that. I don't know if anybody was talking about this. As much as Piers pressed Nick on his virginity and lack of experience with women, Nick could have countered with that cucking, thus destroying the lack of experience critique by pointing out the obvious flaw in his argument. Yeah, but I think at the time when Piers was grilling Nick on like not being able to, I don't know if you guys saw that, him not having any experience with women, this information didn't come out, so he couldn't have used that for ammo, unfortunately. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me see Piers. I'll bring that up real quick because that was pretty funny. That was another thing I wanted to talk about. I just put. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is it. What his preference is. This is it.
Just to clear up one of the many theories about you, I've no idea what the answer is and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
See, basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know I'm the boomer here, but actually, you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow
fossil.
old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Says the guy who's never got laid.
He really like kind of pressed him like a high school kind of bully, man. Like, sheesh. Okay, so the first comment on this is that ninja is 100% a fruit pop. 27-year-old dinosaur. So true. Finally, reactionism is mainstream. Damn, dude. Dumbass question. Attraction is natural. It doesn't ask for permission. It's funny how so many guys, young guys specifically, follow this fruitcake. The irony. Yeah, man, that's kind of wild, bro. I mean, he does have this wild following and people that will definitely take up for him. People are even saying Nick Fuentes for president, man. That's wild, man. It's like he's gonna be the first president without a first lady. You know, it's gonna be very weird. I don't know if he has a shot, man. I mean, he's way too open with his views and stuff. He would never get the popular vote, but you know, who's to say? I do want to go back. I have my other things here, so let's talk about Bonnie Blue. Let's see. I gotta show you that video. Bonnie Blue is now facing 15 years in jail, I believe. I think. Let's see. Yes. In Bali. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can find the shocking charges. Bank bust. Yeah, this is the one. Let's check it. I think it would be. Why is this 10 hours long? Good grief, we're not watching that one. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Sheesh, where was that video I saw? Okay, let's watch the Tim Pool version.
Bonnie Blue, I'm sure you've heard of her. She's facing up to 15 years in prison. Detained in Indonesia because I guess she was going on a bunch of dudes, and that is illegal in these countries.
Yeah, I believe she had posted, hey, I think she did like a live video or something like that, like, hey, I'm in Bali, you guys come to the location, whatever. Like, she's open for business, basically. And basically, they were able to track her location, and she was arrested shortly after that. And yeah, man, it's like people in Bali, man, they don't take too nice to that. You know, they're a little bit more of a conservative type country, whatever. And yeah, so she had no idea. You got to really research, you know, these countries when you're going to do this crazy stuff. Let's see. Toes Ghost came back. He says that was weak. Pierce could have gone after something more realistic. What do you mean? That was weak. Pierce could have gone after something more realistic. What do you mean, like his woman, or points about Nick Fuentes? I was trying to figure out what you mean about that. But yeah, let me know. Let's continue with this whole Bonnie Blue thing.
I could be wrong about this, but isn't Indonesia one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Muslim nation? Let's just double check that. And Indonesia is the world's most populous Muslim majority nation with over 200 million Muslims, making up 87% of the total population. Interesting. They do say it's a constitutionally secular democratic state, not an officially Islamic state. Well, I tell you this. When you go to a country that is 87% religious, conservative, be it Muslim or whatever, you think you can pull this off? For those who don't know, Bonnie Blue is the porn star who apparently she over 1,000 guys in 12 hours. I mean, it's hard to believe that actually happened, but yikes. Apparently, when the cameraman walked out of the room, he was almost throwing up from the smell. It's disgusting. Well, here's the reporting.
Dude, I could not imagine being the 1,000th person in line, dude. Like, it's just wild, man. What, like, the amount of desperate men out there that are willing to, you know, sign up for this kind of thing. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. And who knows, like, how organized those things are and whether people are getting screened and everything like that. It's just a recipe for disaster.
She's apparently in jail right now, and they're not going to release her until January or February. She's going to stay in jail for maybe 2 months because apparently Indonesia is like, listen, it's like Jakarta or something.
They're going to make an example of her.
They're probably not going to put her in prison for 15 years, but they also don't want to be embarrassed because it's a high profile and disgusting incident. So the public's going to be pissed, and they're probably going to be like, we can't just let her go and deport her. There's got to be something. Here's a story from the New York Post. Police in Bali are yet to release additional information following the arrest last week of controversial OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue and 17 male tourists, including 15 Australians, who have since been released on suspicion of breaching Indonesia's strict anti-pornography law. If prosecuted and found guilty under the law, Blue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, and who gained fame for having sex with 1,057 men in 12 hours in a documentary about her career, faces up to 15 years imprisonment in Indonesia and fines of up to 6 billion rupiah, approximately $541,000, which are the maximum penalties.
Sheesh. Cabos, welcome to the stream, sir. What's up, Camp? This story's pretty crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, the Bang Bus has finally come to a halt, dude. I mean, she was going all over Europe, I believe, before this. And of course, you know, in the United States as well. I mean, it's wild, man. I mean, I get it. You know, you have like this virality of trying to, like, you know, be on the top of everybody's mind and stuff by doing this wild and crazy, like, marathon of sex across the country. I mean, how do you top yourself? You know, you got to go into a Muslim country and try it, you know, because I mean, hey, it hasn't been done before. Well, there's a reason why it hasn't been done before. And yeah, I mean, can you just say this is career ending for her? You know, I mean, is she going to come out and be completely different? I mean, who knows? I'm willing to guess that the conditions of Indonesian prison could be just as bad as like a Filipino prison. You know, I can only imagine, like, if it's overcrowded like that. So I don't know, man. I really have no idea. We might have to look into that just to kind of see. But yeah, it's wild, man, to see this weird comeuppance that she had, man. She was just talking to Andrew Tate not even a month ago and did that whole podcast with him. And yeah, I mean, it's just wild how these people, they're in the limelight and then they just do something to just wreck their entire career. And now we're not going to hear from them for a while. It's insane, man. This stuff is all wild.
A large cache of items, including professional video cameras, mountains of contraceptives, and erectile drugs, a small blue ute with the words Bonnie Blue's Bang Bus painted across the front and the side, in addition to the content creator's own Instagram account, in which she can be seen soliciting schoolies, teenagers, over the age of 18 for pornographic activities, were seized by police in Bali following a tip-off by concerned citizens. But I'm going to pause real quick to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Backyard Butchers.
And I'm going to pause real quick and skip all this. So give me a second, you guys. I want to say this is right there, maybe. Let's see. Hopefully.
Delicious. But now, let's get back to the news.
I'm good.
Man, that's wild. But according to Philo Delano, a managing partner at the PNB Immigration, a law firm in Jakarta specializing in helping foreigners deal with Indonesian immigration and legal matters, if found guilty, Blue will probably be deported and banned from ever entering Indonesia again. Rather than...
Well, I mean, that's another country off the books, man. I mean, she was already... I think she was banned in another Asian country. I can't remember which one, but I do remember her being banned for basically trying to pull the same stunt. And it wasn't like the Bang Bus type of thing. I think it was more of like just, you know, hey, I'm here at this location. You guys come meet me here. And yeah, they didn't take to it too well, so they banned her out of that country. So this isn't the first time that she's been banned. But I think it would kind of be a slap in the wrist to just kind of deport her and kind of let her off a little easy, you know, because that's she'll still continue doing what she's doing, you know, and you know, because I mean that's all she's got, really. I mean, what can she really do after all this?
Prosecuted and imprisoned. Quote, she is being detained by the police, which means they can proceed to prosecute her. But in my opinion, if there's an invisible hand that requests she be deported, she can be transferred to the nearest immigration office from where she will be deported from Indonesia. Quote, you know, this type of industry, pornography, there is always someone or an organization that controls it to make a profit. So it may not be straightforward for her to be prosecuted in Indonesia, the immigration lawyer explained. Basically, someone's about to pay a lot of money to get her out of this jam. I wonder what that means. And I wonder if they knew this was going to happen. Bali is like this hippie tourist spot that...
And, you know, she has a lot of money. She can put up her own to pretty much bail herself out, too. So I'm pretty sure there's a whole legion of simps, you know, that have probably paid for her OnlyFans. So she's got that money too that she can just rely on to get herself out of this trouble.
Basically, every millennial and older Gen Z, hippie, hipster, whatever, is like, you got to go to Bali, man. Yeah, and understand the laws of the place you're going to. Singapore is beautiful, but they will whack you with a stick for breaking the law. And if you're a tourist, they'll probably go a little bit easier on you, but they'll also put you to death if you've got drugs. Quote,
yeah. Those conservative countries, man, they look at just the street legal drugs, even the decriminalized drugs that we have over here, as like a crazy offense, you know? Like I know even in like weed is a huge deal over there. Like they don't take too kindly to even weed, which is wild. So I mean, if you get caught over there with anything, MDMA, cocaine, whatever, like yeah, you're cooked, man. You're done.
perhaps that is the reason she came here in the first place, Delano theorized. Because if something bad happened,
Taking souls for free. Welcome to the stream, sir. Haven't seen you in the live in a while. Hey, Camp, good to see you, man. Yeah, dude, we're just getting into this Bonnie Blue situation, man. Talking about her 15-year potential sentence in Bali, man, for trying to take the bang bus around the corner, man. It was they didn't take too likely to that, man. She as soon as she had posted it, man, they triangulated her location, and yeah, man, she's been in jail. She's gonna be in jail for about 2 months before she actually gets a hearing. So yeah, wild stuff, man. But yeah, dude, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
and as it has, she could be deported easily. But now that it's all over the media, the authorities...
Actions have consequences. Absolutely, man. I mean, it's like she's gone the route of that other streamer. What was his name? The Russian guy that was in Filipino prison, that's still in Filipino prison. I forgot his name already, man. Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine like the conditions he's in. I'm sure he's hurting right now. Last time I checked, he has lost all of his muscle weight and he's just like skin and bones now. What was his name, dude? Like, that's how quickly I forget about people just getting old, guys. That's what that's all about. But yeah, man, it's like everybody is getting arrested. Xena the Witch, Bonnie Blue, and freaking that one Asian, Russian streamer guy. I can't remember his name. The prankster. You guys know what I'm talking about. I already did a video on him.
Authorities might decide to first let the situation calm down and release...
Vitali. Thank you, Coke Benny. I appreciate you, man. This is why I have you in my stream, dude, to keep me on track. Taking Souls for Free came back. He says, also that prankster, Johnny Somali. Oh, yeah, who could... That's still another guy that we've talked about kind of, you know, on the side, whatever, but I haven't actually done an actual video about him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, he was facing a pretty hefty sentence as well. More than 10 years. I know that for sure. Like, he's probably flat broke at this point, and I know that he had another, I don't know if it was a kick stream or whatever stream party, whatever they had over there. He was using somebody else's account in order to stream and make money to kind of keep himself going. But yeah, I think all of that's been shut down now, because every time he started to do like IRL streaming, they would take his equipment, or he would get recognized on the street and he would get jumped and they would take all of his stuff. So it's just tough for him. But yeah, Johnny Somali too, man. I mean, that's the thing, man. I think it was 2024 and 2025. It was just the year of everybody either getting taken down for their pranks and getting exposed for being simps and cucks and all this stuff. And yeah, man, it's like, sheesh, nobody can make it out alive, dude. But that's why we're here, to cover it all.
In January or February next year. He added, this is not the first case in Bali where foreigners have been accused of creating pornography content, and the outcome in each case has depended on the strength of the invisible hand behind the foreigners. In September, a 44-year-old American woman identified by the initials JRG was deported from Indonesia after being arrested and detained in Bali for hosting an intimacy mastery retreat at a luxury villa in the Seminyak tourist precinct. The paid class, attended by participants from several countries, included lessons on sexual activity and was deemed to be a misuse of JRG's visa on arrival, which prohibits commercial activities and violates Indonesia's norms and laws. Last year in September, a Ukrainian woman identified by the initials VR and her toddler were deported after VR, who was residing in Bali on a limited stay permit as an investor, was arrested at a villa in Ubud where she allegedly filmed pornographic content. What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, I mean, just take Bali off the list to go and do your little sex tourism stuff, because yeah, they're gonna crack down on you, man. And I don't know, man. I get how like social media has really kind of warped everybody's minds. Like, hey, I gotta post and stuff, and it's like you guys don't understand that. Yeah, you are literally telling on yourself, man. There's really no way to solicit this type of work without outing yourself. And I mean, they're going to find your location, man. And it's not that big of a country.
Yes, the thrill of committing a crime in a foreign country adds to the pornography. The list of similar cases goes on and on. In December of 2024 and March of 2023, several Russian nationals involved in prostitution and or commercial sex work were arrested in Bali and deported for violating their residence permits. Yikes. One of the most high-profile cases took place in May of 2022 when Russian yogi influencer Alina Fazlieva and her husband were deported and banned from re-entering Indonesia for 6 months after Fazlieva posed nude for photographs on Kayu Putih, a giant 700-year-old tree behind Babakan Temple that is holy to Balinese Hindus. However, Christ Andi Ricardo Turnip, SH, a lawyer with Malakat Hukum International Law Firm in Bali, said Blue may not simply be deported. Quote, in my opinion, as a legal practitioner, any foreign national suspected of violating law number 44 of 2008 concerning pornography can be prosecuted in Indonesia. Turnip told news.com.au. This is based on the principle of territoriality, namely, that every person who is within the territory of Indonesia is obliged to submit to Indonesian law without exception. Here is Bonnie Blue, of course.
So, I mean, unless you are backed by, this invisible hand or whatever, basically, that have, your interests, to keep you from being in trouble and stuff like that, you can still be subjected to their laws and have to serve your time, just like everybody else, no special treatment. And or someone as high profile as Bonnie Blue, they're going to probably want to make an example of her so that, they can kind of keep up their image that, look, we're not playing around with y'all. You guys can't just come here for whatever content you're trying to make and just go over our laws, It's like, yeah.
In, I guess, some kind of weird scarf. If proven to have created, displayed, or distributed pornographic content in Indonesia, the perpetrator may be charged with a threat of imprisonment of up to 12 years. Under certain conditions, law enforcement officials may also apply the ITE law, Indonesia's primary legislation governing electronic information and transactions, or decency provisions in the criminal code. He explained, adding that the police decision could go either way. If the evidence is strong, the case can be processed through to criminal court. But if it's considered more appropriate from an administrative standpoint, yes, the government may just carry out deportation through the immigration authority.
Yeah, and deportation would be, at this point, a complete slap on the wrist, like, I mean, yeah, she is doing her 2 months there until, they come to her hearing and stuff, but it would be, I think if she did the 15 years, man, that would have been kind of I think it would be pretty harsh, but she might change her ways in that 15 years, I think everybody would kind of be like, okay, we're not going to mess with Indonesia anymore. We're just going to kind of, take that spot off the map in terms of places to go and go buck wild. So I don't know. I think, I think if you want to F around and find out, I think some people need to be punished, some people need to be made examples of, but unfortunately, I think deportation might be in her future. And I don't think she will do the full 15 years. I think that was just for the headlines for them to post that there.
Top comment. She's bleh and not too bright either. When in Indonesia, do as the Indonesians do. I remember years ago, some kid got caned in Singapore for making graffiti. That was the penalty under law. Not all countries are like the USA. Now, the question is, should this woman be criminally charged, arrested for banging these dudes and filming it in Indonesia? Yes, she should. Should she go to prison? Yes, she should. I think look, I'm not going to sit here and say maximum penalty. Listen, nations are sovereign and they have their own laws.
You got to respect those laws, I I think that's the problem that a lot of Americans have. Is that, well, I mean, she's not American, she's British, but you know, people from these first world countries, they'll go to these developing nations and kind of think that they're under the protection of their own country, and you know, they'll just be, you know, deported back and they'll be fine and stuff. And it's not the case. You know, a lot of these countries, they're still at the point of, you know, just a public image, you know, on the world stage. They're like, look, we're not to be messed with, you know, we're not to be taken lightly either. So I think punishing people under their laws and stuff it's all normal, man. It's just the same thing as if a foreigner came to the U.S. and tried to take whatever ideals they had in their own country and try to apply it here. You know, they'll get that rude awakening as well. So I think it's just as well for this to happen to her in another country, and you know, she's at the mercy of the government there.
You are a guest in someone else's country. You go there and you do this, you face the repercussions. I've always been cognizant of this every time I go to a foreign country. I was in Thailand, where they have a law called lèse majesté. You can't insult the king or repeat an insult to the king for any reason. Now, I'm in America, so I'm not super worried about going back to Thailand, but I'll put it like this. I will cite the, I'll give you, here's what we'll do, so I avoid offending the Thai. I will not talk in any way about the Thai royal family. Instead, I will talk about Princess Bubblegum. Or how about we do Princess Buttercup? That's always a good reference. If you were in a lèse majesté country and said, I think Princess Buttercup is a scumbag, you're under arrest, even if you're a tourist. Here's what gets crazier. Let's say you're a tourist and you see someone's getting arrested for saying Princess Buttercup is a scumbag. And then someone comes to you and says, why is that person arresting you? And you go, that person said Princess Buttercup was a scumbag. You're under arrest too. Repeating the slur also violates lèse majesté. You want to go to those countries? You got to understand their laws and what those people want, because you don't lord over them. Go back to your own country. See, I like the idea of people.
That's why you just type it on your phone and show the person your screen, man. And at that point, because damn, dude, that's pretty tough, man. And yeah, I mean, just keep that shit under wraps, man. Don't be talking too loud. Whisper.
People having their own nations and their own laws. Now, the question is, should Bonnie Blue be arrested for what she has done in these United States? That is banging 1,057 men. Actually, I don't even know if that was in the United States.
No, that was in Europe, I believe. I believe that's yeah, because I believe we talked about it, and she was talking about not like it wasn't a bang bus situation. It was basically just like a little flat that she was hanging out in, like a little apartment. And yeah, people were just going to that apartment, and yeah, it was like 18-year-old and up and stuff. Kind of wild, you know? And then she was talking about how to ratchet up from that. She's like, well, I was thinking about, she said about putting her head inside of a box, you know, and just be in the public street with her other half hanging out for just anybody to walk up. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's wild. And it's just, you have no idea, man. Like the amount of dangerous situations she's willing to put herself in just for content. Just wild, man.
Let me make sure. I think it might have been the UK. Bonnie Blue.
Yeah, it was the UK.
1,000 dudes in the US.
Yeah.
That might have been somewhere else. So the question is still remains. If no, she didn't. It was in the UK.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I thought. It was in the UK, not the US. The question is, for the United States, should we make
it doesn't matter where it was. It was crazy wild.
Make it illegal to do some kind of porn stunt like this? And I know the liberals are all going to come out and they're going to say, no, we shouldn't do that. She's allowed to say what she's allowed to do what she wants. It's America. We have freedom. She wants to bang a bunch of guys and do porn. I don't agree. I'm not a staunch conservative, right? I'm not going to come out and say porn should be illegal or porn is bad. I do think it should be regulated and restricted. More of a liberal in that sense, less a libertarian. However, I got to be honest. You see, if you came to me and it was like 2008 and you said, do you think that like brothels should be legal and regulated? It's safe. The women are clean. I'd say, man, that's tough, but I don't have a good argument as to why I should restrict a practice like this. You know, I disagree with it, but If two consenting adults want to engage in a certain activity, they can do that with or without money. I don't know how money changes the game, right? Well, now we're looking at a woman who banged 1,000 dudes in half a day. And now I'm like, stop, shut it down, lock it all up, because we've reached that point, the slippery slope. This is as bad as it gets or worse.
I'm sure there are a lot of virgins that were in that 1,057 men as well. So for them to have that type of story that, yeah, my first time was with Bonnie Blue and now I'm itching, it's just like, dude, it sucks, man. But I mean, that's kind of the desperation that's going on with a lot of these young guys out here, man. They're just like, look, I don't care how I get it, just as long as I get it.
So therein lies the bigger issue. While I would be like, look, within reason, and then here we are. You go back to gay marriage. Look, people can marry who they want to marry, just keep it private. We don't. And now they're teaching children about sodomy in schools. Yikes.
Yeah. I guess it's a slippery slope, man. You let a couple things slide, and it just gets worse and worse, man.
The bigger picture is, what is wrong with this woman? I'm going to go ahead and say daddy issues. But what's
Bonnie Blue has like the dead eyes, so you know that there's no soul in there. I mean, whatever was left from, whatever life that she had before all of this, it's gone now. Like, just in every photograph you ever see of Bonnie Blue, dude, she just got the dead eyes, bro. Like, that's how she can put herself and her body through all this stuff without, any type of emotional repercussions, man. She's able to just like, okay, what's next? What I need to do? And yeah, dude, it's wild, bro. Yeah. Joseph goes, that's gross. Yeah, man. And that's the thing, bro. But that just goes to show you that, if there weren't so many desperate men out there, she wouldn't have the opportunity to do all this, to make it easy for all these young guys. And I mean, it's just wild, man.
What's wrong with these men? What's funny is, like, would any of these actual guys want to marry her? If you're like a low...
Dude, an 18-year-old's not thinking about marriage. He's just like, I'm just trying to get my rocks off, man. It's like these girls out here, man, they want a man that's, doing it, making a lot of money, got a nice car, got a nice career and stuff. And I'm just, I'm over here struggling. And then, you got Bonnie Blue coming around like the ice cream man. It's like, yeah, we'll hop on the bus. And, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, you got to understand, you got to love your life and not put yourself at risk like this, man. Because she's pretty reckless. Guys just hopping on and off the bus and stuff like that. You don't know. But some guys are just like, I don't care, But you got to care, because that's just, it's too reckless.
Value male. Yeah, probably you'd say, I'll do anything for you. You're so pretty. I think any man with self-esteem is going to go, ugh. Not interested. I saw this post on Reddit. This woman said that, actually, I think it was from like Reddit Lies. Like, they repost things from Reddit. And they said, it was a woman, she was like, I told my I think it was her husband, my full body count, to be honest, and now he's disgusted by me and won't look at me. And she was like, he asked me, and I thought being honest was important, so I said 28. And he immediately got disgusted and was reviled. And now he keeps saying, I'm disgusting. It's disgusting. I can't believe you would do that. 28 different guys. Well, this lady did 1,000. 1,000. And I don't know if it was her, because I think it was her and some other woman did something similar to this. This is the degeneracy and the decay of social order. And it's insane that this is...
David. Is this David? David from England? Hey, Camp. Good to see you, man. If this isn't David from England, let me know. If not, welcome to the stream. If it is David from England, welcome back to the stream. I haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you like the song, man. I put you in there. But yeah, dude, we're just this is just wild, man. I mean, I just hope that men are a little bit more careful. It's like you see these P stars out here trying to make content and stuff, trying to one up each other. And because I remember, who was the other one? There was another one that was kind of in the same lane as Bonnie Blue. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes, man, it is me. David, welcome back to the stream, sir. So good to see. I was hoping that you were coming back, man. It's been a while. Maybe you've been watching the streams like after they've been posted, but it's good to see you on a live, man. Good to see you back. But yeah, dude, it's like, I wonder if, God, what was the name of the other girl? What was the name of the other P-star? Lily Phillips. That's who it was. Lily Phillips. She was the other one that was kind of paving the way with this whole 1,000 men in one day thing. And I remember Bonnie Blue was like right on her tail, basically doing kind of like the same content, whatever, because she was getting a lot of crazy views over it. And they were kind of at odds with each other, you know, kind of competing, you know. But I think Lily Phillips, for the most part, kind of that whole thing with her kind of died down, and Bonnie Blue just kind of kept taking it to the extreme. Like, I got to keep pushing, and down. Look where it's gotten her, man. It's like, sheesh, man. All for clout. Clout is such a dangerous drug. And, you know, I don't know, man. There's just so many other ways that you can make this crazy amount of money, man. You don't have to put your body and the bodies of other people, you know, because this is really, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like a lot of these P-stars out here that like have these curable diseases, you know, they're like, yeah, it's not a big deal, it can be cured. Yeah, but some people are just like, dude, they get infected and then they just think that their life is over, and they're like, no. But then people have the mindset like, no, dude, you can just go to the clinic and get it cured or whatever. People are just like, no, man, like, people don't know. They're not educated enough, you know? That's why they're in your bus in the first place, because they don't know what's right and what's wrong. Oh, man. Got to bring fathers back in the home, dude. Keep these guys, like, out of the streets like this, man. And I don't know, man. It's
monetizable.
Rough.
So again, all things in moderation, I guess. If you come to me and say, you know, what if it's like somebody wants to go to a brothel in Vegas, and it's like, man, you hear these stories about a guy who like pulled up to pick up a woman, he wants to go bang her, and she wants money, and it's like, it's legal if he picks her up and drives her to a hotel and doesn't pay her. It's illegal if he gives her the money. Because the reality is this: the moment you legalize prostitution, you get Bonnie Blue. It's a slippery slope. So a line is drawn, a barrier set, and we say, this is the point at which we're going to say, we're not going to allow this.
Tito's Ghost came back. He says, attention and validation is a great drug for women. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's their currency, man. Attention. And, you know, it is. It's something that is very addictive. And, you know, people like Bonnie Blue are always going to try to top themselves, one-up themselves. And, you know, I mean, I don't really know what she can do that can be crazier than this, if not going to North Korea and try to do the same thing. That would probably be the last stop for her if she were to do that. But no, maybe after this whole thing blows over, if it does, if she's able to just get deported and not have to do the full 15 years, you know, maybe she might tone it down, you know, maybe she might just keep it local, you know, and not visit these conservative countries.
And therein lies the challenge. If you are tolerant and say, live and let live, two consenting adults want to do whatever they want with each other, who am I to judge? What do you do now when you have 1,000? And why is that a problem? Well, this is the next slippery slope. And I'm going to say, like, this is the line, right? This is going to rapidly destroy social order. It's going to warp the minds of young men in an already socially decaying infrastructure and society. It's going to be amplified through the porn she produces. There are plenty of good reasons as to why we say, yeah, filming you bang 1,000 guys in 12 hours is well past the line. So there's the liberal and conservative debate. Conservatives are going to say, no, we can't allow prostitution. It'll get worse. And liberals, you know, old school ones like me, are going to say, as long as we regulate it and restrict it, you know, some of it is fine. And I got to be honest. Imagine a guy pulls up to a woman in a car and he goes, hey, you're pretty. You want to go on a date? And she goes, sure. She gets in the car and he says, now you're my girlfriend. And I always take care of my girlfriends. Then they go in a hotel, they do their dirty deed, and he goes, I'm going to give you an allowance as my girlfriend. Here's $200. Spend it on whatever you want, babe. Now they're going to be like, nah, it's prostitution. Oh, hold on. It's a fine line, isn't it? And I understand the law is always interpretation. The point I'm making is there's very easy loopholes. You can just be like, we're going on a date, and I'm going to date you, and you're my girlfriend now, and you're allowed to give your girlfriend money. So it's like there's a fine line. And that's why I'm like more libertarian-ish. It's like if two consenting adults are hanging out in their bedroom, be it two dudes, two ladies, or a dude and a lady, That's where we were with gay marriage. But then once it starts becoming a public spectacle, it's burning social order down. I'm like, stop. We can't have this. It's bad enough we got young people are cracked out already. This is making things exponentially worse. And imagine where it goes from here. Animals are next. I would not be surprised if these people start doing this crackpot stuff. So I'd say,
I mean, they already have that stuff in Tijuana, Mexico, man. That's kind of what they've been put on the map for, right? Those donkey shows. Come on now. Can't act like that's not going on. But, you know, out of the 1,057 men that partaked in the 12-hour bang session with Bonnie Blue, it's like their expectations now are going to be completely warped now in terms of like relationships. I don't think any of these guys are going to have any type of normal relationships after that. You know, I think it kind of, you do somebody like Bonnie Blue and it probably changes your whole outlook on life forever, you know? So I don't know, man. I think it really sets men up in a bad light. And, you know, to kind of just look at women in a completely weird, awful way that I don't think they can have a normal relationship after that. It's just, I don't think so. I think it's just, yeah, it's bad. But now, you know, this is the whole 15 years imprisonment could possibly be her just due comeuppance, whatever, and maybe we can all heal from this. So that's what I want to say. Shout out to Tim Cast on that one. That was, I mean, I thought it was kind of wild. Now, there is one more thing. Let me see. I think there's a few more things, actually. I got a few more things. Let me go back to the other story I want to talk about. The other story is going to be talking about the DoorDash Girl getting arrested. Man, everybody's getting locked up, dude. DoorDash Girl. Let's check her out. Because she's a victim, all right? And now she's going to be a proper victim. All right, the video, I believe, was from Cam Nuggets that I was watching. Let's shout out to this guy.
Hey,
start from the beginning. I think it was this one, yeah. I hope it was this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have a small update on the DoorDash Girl, aka Olivia Henderson, the viral woman who ended up recording a man who was passed out in his own home, trying to accuse him of essaying her because I guess the door was open, and she ended up being charged with 2 felonies.
The door wasn't open, for what I understand. I believe she pushed the door open. Because I believe that was a whole lie that she said that the door was open. She actually pushed the door open and then she whipped out her phone to film it so that it was already open on film. But she pushed the door open. So, yeah. And these are the 2 charges that she's been charged with: unlawful surveillance in a 2nd degree. That's a felony. Dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in 1st degree. That's basically posting it online. So 8 years, bro. 8 years. And she's done. She's cooked right now.
Felonies and might be now facing jail time. And we have some footage of her inside of the courtroom. And the extreme irony in this entire situation is now that she's actually on the other side of these allegations, all of a sudden she doesn't want any cameras involved, which again is ironic because she was very quick to pull her own camera out, record this man attempting to ruin his life. And now that the tables have turned, all of a sudden she wants to hide, she wants to cower, and she has no words for any people who have questions.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
And we also finally have an update from an actual police officer confirming some of the theories that some of the things that she said were just fabricated, completely made up.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined...
Oh, like what? The essay? The essay wasn't real? I mean, I think we know that one. I think we're going to go into like the nuance of stuff that she had said. Like, you know, basically the door was already open and maybe, you know, I don't really want to poison the well, but she lied. She lied a lot and to get, you know, public sympathy and people on her side and stuff like that. And it was just, you know, it was a barrage of lies, and we're about to have it all exposed right now.
Man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. So police criminally...
Oh, and that was another thing that she was pissed about, that TikTok took down her video, and she didn't get paid for the video that got thousands and thousands of views. she was really pissed about that. It's just like, well, you know, you got to kind of understand why it got taken down, and you can't, I mean, you did something wrong here and you filmed yourself. What an idiot.
Charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance.
Most of these things were also confirmed by Oswego City's police department's post over here on Facebook. They also put out an actual statement, but it's just a lot easier to read here, saying on October 13th, 2025.
Hey, that's my birthday, October 13th. Cabos came back and said, did she really get 8 years? I believe so. For the 2 felony charges? Yes, sir. I believe so.
An incident was reported to the Oswego Police Department regarding an event that occurred on October 12th. It was reported that a male DoorDash customer had been nude inside his residence when a DoorDash delivery driver dropped off an order.
And he wasn't nude, from what I understand. He was passed out on the couch with his pants down. So, you know, maybe you can, I mean, partially nude.
An investigation was initiated by the Oswego Police Department, during which it was discovered that the delivery driver had taken video of the male. The video, along with the subsequent investigation, indicates that the male was incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption.
On the account, he said, leave the food at the door. If she had just did that, if she had just left the food at the door, none of this would have happened. But again, you know, she was like, look, I'm going to spin this in a way to get a lot more money. And then I'm going to get this guy, get a charge on him, and I can claim to get I can claim to be a victim. I'll get a bunch of sympathy on my side, and I'll just get paid. Look what greed got you. Look where it got you.
So kind of like I figured, a lot of other people figured, this guy was either drunk or he smoked a little something and kind of passed out. It just kind of happens, right? And this investigation confirmed that, indicates that the video was taken from the exterior of the male's residence. The DoorDash driver subsequently posted the video to social media, where it drew significant attention. It was further discovered that the DoorDash driver had made claims of being SA'd during this incident. The investigation by the Oswego Police Department determined that no SA occurred. The male depicted in the video cooperated with police and provided a statement. The investigation ultimately led to the arrest of the DoorDash driver, Olivia Henderson of Oswego, for recording and disseminating the videos. Henderson was charged with the following: 1 count of unlawful surveillance, 1 count of dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image. Again, like
David came back. He says, these women are sick. He would have gone to jail and been a target for other prisoners who target sex offenders. His life would have been hell. Absolutely. And you know what? All the reason why she should be locked up, because this happens a lot. Guys get falsely accused and then they have to lose a couple years of their life being completely innocent, all because we believe all women, you know? And it's good that the evidence has come out that everything that she said was complete and total bullshit. And it's good, because now, you know, the guy is getting justice and her justice is being served. So, I mean, I think this is good for men, you know, at least, you know, it's good to have one W every once in a while, but you know, it's still, there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of cases that happen like this. And yeah, it's like, I don't know if you guys remember, the one, I think it was an Indian man that got charged for, I think it was like child abuse or something like that. And he wasn't even like trying to do anything with his kid. He was basically on camera, and I guess like the mother thought that the Indian guy was gonna try to like kidnap the kid or something like that. And I don't even think that was what was going on. Like, he just said that he was just in the wrong place, the wrong time. I think he was like trying to help the kid or whatever in some way or fashion. And the woman just thought that he was trying to take the kid. So of course she calls the cops on him. He gets arrested. He spends like a year, maybe I think it was like either like 6 months to a year in jail, completely innocent and completely falsely accused. And you know how it is in jail, women and children, any type of offenses that have to do with them, that puts a huge target on your back. So, I mean, luckily the guy was able to get out and stuff like that. And luckily nothing bad happened to him, but still, that's time that he had to lose because he was falsely accused. So it sucks, man. It sucks to hear about that stuff.
We kind of figured. This was a situation where we had a person, obviously this young woman, I feel like is way too chronically online. She sees all these posts about people being SA'd and this and that and Me Too. I understand. These are completely real, valid things. There are actual deviant monsters out there and people who probably do have some sort of interest in trying to do things with malicious intent, right? Like flashing, something like that, right? That's something that people were saying that the guy flashed her or something like that. None of that could be proven. All they were able to do was find out that this dude just drank too many beers, passed out on his couch with his eggs hanging out, and that's just the way the cookie crumbled. Now, this is coming from the law offices of Lance Fletcher, who I guess is a former Manhattan prosecutor, and they basically go over what exactly is unlawful surveillance. Of course, me and you are not lawyers. I'm just a commentary channel on YouTube, but I do like to look into these things just so I could get a better grip of what these things mean, because of course they do have very important terms. As you can see right here, unlawful surveillance carries up to 4 years in prison and mandatory blank offender registration.
Damn, dude. So that's wild. Now that she has this on her record, like, she's going to have a tough time getting a job now, like, this is having 2 felonies, like 2-for-1 type felonies here. Yeah, she's cooked, bro. It's gonna be a while before she can come back and try to do gig work. I mean, that's the thing. Like, people that aren't necessarily have the personality to be hireable, they go into gig work so they can be their own boss. And now that's been taken away from her. Maybe she can do Uber Eats or something like that. I don't know. I think if you have any type of felony, I mean, her name is too hot right now. She's all over the internet and stuff. Everybody knows about this person. So Olivia Henderson, yeah, she's cooked, bro. She's gonna have to lie low. I don't know, man. She might have to just find a man. Find a man that don't know anything about her, man, and just try to like make a simp out of him and stuff. Just try to survive, dude. I mean, it's tough. Sheesh. OF maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Dude, she's cooked, bro. I mean, where would you go from here? What could you do? Open an Etsy shop? I don't know, dude.
So we're not talking a slap on the wrist always, right? Now, it's basically happens. You get this felony if you were done to secretly view something prohibited, like blank or intimate parts, which we did see, unfortunately, and they were shared onto TikTok. Now, like most laws, kind of like fair use when you're creating YouTube content, you have to factor in all of these points, which is, of course, what someone like a lawyer, something like a prosecutor will determine. For example, the basic elements of unlawful surveillance include it was done for the following reasons: done for amusement, entertainment, profit.
It was done for profit. That was the main thing, that she was pissed because it got taken down because it got so many views, and she was mad that they deactivated her TikTok account. So now she's losing out on all that money. I'm just like, dude, if money is the reason you're mad, then you deserve it. You totally deserve it. David came back. He says, find a man. Maybe, dude, Fresh. Oh my God. Oh man. Fresh, man. Fresh is current. We have to talk about that tonight, actually, because it was something that was brought up to me, man, and it was just like, dude, me, man. I'm one of the worst, one of the biggest Fresh haters. I'm not really. I used to say I don't hate Fresh because I'm just like, he's kind of irrelevant to me. But the more and more I think about it, I'm like, I do hate Fresh. I can't stand him. I don't like talking about him anymore because it's just. It's really sad at this point, and he'll take anything. He'll pay for it. He doesn't care. And he really doesn't care what type of image that it kind of gives him and also gives the podcast. It's like, you guys are trying to help men, but you're so open about, you're paying for box activities and stuff. And it's just like, I don't know a sane person that would want to be in the CEO network and thinks that their money is going to a real cause. Like, it's just, you know, you're basically funding his eating of a P-Stars box, man. You're funding all that. So yeah, good job, all you CEO network gentlemen out there, you know? Idiots.
To degrade or abuse, blank arousal, blank gratification, or done without knowledge or consent. So again, this would be something the lawyer would have to argue. Did she do this for her own amusement? Did she do it for a comedic effect? Did she think it was funny? Did she?
No, it was definitely for profit. She definitely thought it was messed up, and maybe, you know, she needed to expose this guy, get a certain narrative going, you know, so that she could get people to sympathize for her. And yeah, I mean, she did not care about this guy that was passed out on his couch and whatever. She was willing to basically get him on a charge, get some money for the video and stuff like that, and thought that she could just ride away and continue doing what she's doing, you know? And I'm glad she got smacked with the laws, and now, you know, dude, she deserved it. She deserves all of this.
Just want to make money off of it. You could argue she was doing it to essentially defend herself, to record evidence that she thought would be useful if this ended up going further. Again, I'm just kind of...
Machiavelli, welcome to the stream, sir. Fresh is eating a girl who has 2,000 bodies and try to lie on the very next podcast and say he didn't. Dude, he's always going to do that, man. It's like we catch Fresh in so many lies. It's like the video I did on him, you know, when I was just checking out on him, you know, where he was talking about he was writing for Drake, you know, but he didn't remember that when he spoke to Myron about it, and, you know, when Drake did the whole, like, leaking of his genitalia for everybody to see, he was just like, yeah, you know, he's a real black dude, bro. You know, he's a real N-word, bro. And, you know, he completely admitted to seeing it. But then when I tried to talk about him, he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not what I meant. I'm like, come on, man. Whatever, bro. Like, you can't backtrack now, man. We got it all recorded. We got records. We can go back to it, you know? And that's the thing. Fresh, he's not that smart. He doesn't remember shit that he said or what he did. And he's so good at, like, just playing dumb. Or maybe he's not playing. That's, you know, I don't think he's playing. I think he just doesn't remember the dumb shit that he's done or said. And, you know, that's what Reddit is for. That is what I'm for. That's what a lot of other people on, you know, the internet are for, to just kind of keep records and just be like, yo, man, this is a bad look. You know? Oh, Crow, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see you, man. What up? Good to see you, bro. How you been, man? Are you ready for Christmas, man? Are you ready? Because it's right around the corner, man. I just started my shopping. Got a lot of stuff, man, and I got the day off tomorrow, so I think all I gotta do is shop for the stockings, man. I got all the gifts already wrapped and ready to go, so good to see you, Crow. This is one old buddy of mine. Good to see you, man. Hope you and the family are doing well, dude.
Being the devil's advocate, you know, trying to do what I think her lawyer would do in a situation like this to try to get her the lowest punishment she can. It was done by you or someone acting on her behalf. It was done by her. She did record it and post it. It was done to secretly view something.
What's the subject, Crow? We're just going through a bunch of different stories. Mainly people are just getting hit by the hard hand of the law, man, and just getting the book thrown at them. Got Bonnie Blue facing 15 years for soliciting in Bali. You got you know, now the DoorDash Girl possibly doing 8 years. Dude, there's a lot, bro. A lot. People are just getting, and, you know, of course, we were talking about, you know, on the man side, Piers Morgan, his wife, basically acting like a 304, just posting all this content about, you know, whenever her husband is away, she has a guy that comes around in a orange Speedo washing her car, and she's posting it online from his backside saying, Mr. Suds has come out to play. And yeah, she's like completely proud of posting like this stuff, and just making Piers Morgan look bad, kind of making him look like a cuck, She basically is sleeping with other men while on a 6-week hiatus from her marriage. I don't know how you can do that. I don't know. It's just weird that these celebrity agreements that they have. They're like, look, we're going to take a six-week break. I'm going to go buck wild, and then we'll come back at the end of the 6 weeks. It could never be me, bro. Could never be me. That's just wild. But then Crow came back. He says, "Yeah, just got to wrap him. That's what I like to hear, sir. On top of it, man. Good stuff." Tia Toast Goes says, "My shopping's already done." Nice. That's a good position to be in, man. Not bad, man. You still got a whole 10 days. What was it, the 24th? Yeah, 24th is Christmas Eve. Yeah, 25th. I forgot. Yeah, you got 10 days, 11 days. Not bad, guys. But yeah, dude, I'm glad you made it, man. And Crow, I gotta have you back on the stream, dude. Just in person, bro. It's been too long since we've done a stream together, man. But yeah, dude, I gotta check out your content. I haven't seen your stuff in a while, man.
Prohibited, which can include dressing or undressing. We did see his pants down, blank or intimate parts. We did see his eggs, underclothing such as an upskirt. We didn't see that. Blank conduct. You could argue that.
I wouldn't argue that. The dude was passed out on his couch. I wouldn't call that sexual content. The DoorDash girl, made it he had essayed her, but I don't know how you can essay somebody while you're asleep. That's just, we know that that's not a reality. Sexual conduct, I wouldn't say that. I would say that he was in his house with his door closed. She opened the door, pushed the door open to expose him. And yeah, she completely did way too much, man. Way too much. So, yeah, I would not say sexual conduct. Nowhere on this. Machiavelli came back. He says, "I'm not just being a 304. No, they got to humiliate the husband and or say the cuck." Yeah, dude. It's like you got Piers Morgan on here. He's a very famous dude. People know about him and stuff. He's out here working. Probably too busy to take his wife out. To take her shopping and stuff like that. So, and they've been married for a while. I don't know, maybe a couple of years or something like that. And maybe she misses the honeymoon stage, So she's just like, man, how do I get back at him? And how do I kind of get his attention back on me or whatever? Maybe she doesn't even care about his attention. She's just kind of reveling in the free time that she has, with the pool boy and the guy that's washing her car and stuff, And she's just like, you know what? I got a solid dude that's not going anywhere. Let me just she has no fear. Let's just post this. Who cares if it humiliates Piers? It is what it is, man. He ain't going nowhere. And yeah, dude, it's that's the kind of wild I guess mindset that some of these women have. Not all, just some of these women here that they're doing it for clicks, man. The Crow says she wanted views and didn't realize the invasion of privacy. Oh yeah. If we're talking about DoorDash Girl, yes. Yeah, I don't know if she knew that this was going to go viral, but I think definitely she was just like, yeah, this is crazy. I'm sure people are going to want to comment on it and stuff like that. And yeah, that's the thing, man. Social media has messed up so many women in terms of just being degenerate and capturing it on video and just, I don't know, just trying to one up themselves. It's just wild, man. And they don't realize the long-term repercussions of this is yeah, people are going to see it. You're going to get famous and then it's going to die down. And then people are going to recognize you and be like, oh, I know who you are. I recognize this name. Yeah, we're not hiring. We're not hiring right now. We can't have you represent our company, So yeah, it's like she's already kind of at the bottom right now, just doing gig work. Because I think she did say in that video, when TikTok took down her video, that this was her only source of income doing the DoorDash, you know? So she was like, that was the only way I can make money and all this stuff. And yeah, it's like, dude, like, what else you got next, man? She's in trouble, bro. Crow came back, he's like a peeping Tom. Oh, dude, think about if this was a man. If a man did this, like just switch out Olivia Henderson with Ollie Henderson, bro, dude, he'd be done. In jail, throw away the key. Come on now. It's like they're so much harder on men for this type of stuff, and then they have to like kind of figure out what they're going to do with women because they're like, yeah, we kind of got to give her another chance. Well, no, dude, she completely had the most ill intentions for this whole situation, and dude, she completely deserves it. I don't care, dude, she completely deserves everything that she gets for this.
Or if it was done to view the inside of a protected place, which can include a bedroom, changing your fitting room, bathroom, hotel guest room, which wasn't.
Dude, it was his private house, man. He didn't say open the door so I can see you and stuff like that with the food. No, dude, no. It was like she did too much. The door was closed. She opened it and whipped out her phone, dude. I mean, Abba and Preach completely exposed this like weeks ago, and yeah, all this stuff is coming to the light now. So, dude, she made her bed, bro. This is it. I mean, it's it for her, bro.
Any of those, but it was inside of someone's private home. The thing that I think is really important that we don't really have like 100% confirmation on yet is, was the door open?
No, we do know that. We do know that. And the only reason I know this is because I've cross-referenced many videos and also police records and stuff like that. I don't even know where I can find it because I was like into this whole story for a while. And what came forward after the whole thing is that, yeah, the door was not open. It was unlocked. She pushed it open. It was unlocked. The door was like cracked, but it wasn't open. It was open to where she could see inside. She had to push it open, and the guy luckily was asleep on the couch with his pants down. And then that's when she whipped out her phone, and the video footage showed the door already open because she had already pushed it open. Simple as that.
I hear people say like he had a Ring doorbell, he had some type of camera, and she opened the door. I have not seen evidence of that.
You got to dig a little deeper. The evidence is out there.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just can't find evidence, right? Like I've asked all over for any type of evidence, even in my own comments, like people who say, oh, there was a Ring doorbell. I'm like, oh, can you link that? Nobody seems to have any. I'm not saying people are liars. I'm just saying I would need that evidence to try to even argue that case. But if there is, the police have seen it, that would obviously show, yeah, there was intent to look inside of a protected private home. Also, you have to factor in intent. If you've been arrested for unlawful surveillance, the government must prove that the recording was intentional and of something that is prohibited or protected.
Again, dude, it was totally intentional. Okay. like it's like you just got to go back, man. You got to go back, and the guy said just leave the food on the door, man. It's like, don't take videos of me, you know? That shit was completely intentional. That's not even like, you don't even have to think about that. That was, she did that.
And something that the lawyer would argue if the intent of...
She's got no defense on this. She's going to say that she's the victim, but she's got no defense whatsoever. It's going to completely fall on her face.
And entertainment, amusement, profit, degradation, any of these things was there. If Olivia is able to argue and get her lawyer to argue and prove that she was possibly fearful for her life, if she was...
I was afraid of the sleeping man on his couch with his pants down. I was just afraid. It's like, well, you know, I don't know what to tell you, you know? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that. That's just, you know, you fucked up. She saw it as an opportunity. She saw it as an opportunity to possibly get a lot of sympathy and get a lot of money and get this guy with a case and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, dude, she's fucked up. She's fucked up. Crow came back. He's like, it was foul. Yeah, dude, she had ill intent. Ill intent. She deserves it all.
Scared, if she wanted evidence or proof, she might be able to get this dropped or lowered. Right?
No. There's too much. She incriminated herself, and yeah, she's not getting this. She's not getting this dropped.
That doesn't dismiss the other felony she got for actually sharing this content online, which is another felony again that her lawyer would also have to try to figure out what to do with.
There's nothing he can do about that. There's nothing, dude. And you know what? I think TikTok was right to take the video down and delete her account and all that stuff, so she didn't get paid for all that. So it was all right. It was all good.
I do think that there's a possibility that she might just be able to get this one lowered. Who knows? And some of the penalties that Olivia may face are up to 4 years in prison, a combination of jail and probation, mandatory blank offender registration, criminal record, employment or immigration consequences, or a fine of up to $5,000 or double the gain from the crime. Now, the reason why there's all those different things is because, of course, lawyers will have to be involved. This is why people go to trial. As much as you and I would just love to say throw the book at this girl because, you know, she tried to ruin this guy's life and whatnot, I do think it is fair to give her a fair trial and let her argue her case.
Let her hang herself, and then let the defense show the videos of her making her statements and basically trying to spin this whole narrative that she was the victim in this whole thing and that she was essayed, whatever. And it's like, okay, can you kind of like walk us through, like, how did you feel like your life was in danger from this man who was asleep on his couch? You know, that just wanted to get some Wendy's. He just ordered Wendy's from you. And he said, leave the food on the door. How did you feel like your life was in danger? Please explain. And just watch her just completely fumble over her words and not know what to say. It's just like, dude, I'm sorry, man. This guy right here, way too nice. You know, I'm definitely, I completely think that she deserves every ounce of comeuppance that she's getting from this. And yeah, I mean, Crow, you said it best. She is cooked, bro. And you know what? Let this be a lesson to anybody that thinks it's okay to just film people completely naked and then post it online, dude. It's like, come on now. You got to make example of some people out here in order for the people that don't know what's wrong, what right from wrong is, you know? So it's like, hopefully this won't be happening again, or we won't see it again. But there is another story. I don't know if it was DoorDash or Uber Eats, but there was a woman that sprayed bug spray on the food. And I want to say it was possibly because there was probably like a 0 tip. So they're just like, you know, maybe as soon as she took a picture, she realized there was no tip. So that was another thing I kind of want to show. Crow came back and says, nah, bro, sorry, man. But if this was a guy doing this to a woman, oh, no, for real. No, I mean, there wouldn't be any benefit of the doubt. It would have been like, okay, we've heard enough. We've made our decision. 8 years jail time, probation. You're going to be on the registry, you know? And yeah, your life is just going to be pretty much a living hell, man. You're probably going to get like a dishwasher job in about 10 years, you know, but that's probably going to be the extent of it. I mean, it's just like, the law doesn't really care about men, but when women do, it's like women, they get so many like benefits of the doubt. And it's just like, nah, man. Dude, she was evil. She's a demon, bro.
Provide her evidence and him provide his evidence. And whatever comes from that, right? And that can include, again, all of those things. She can get 4 years in prison. She might have to register as a blank offender, right? She might go to jail or get probation. Again,
she'll be a real victim in jail, bro. Like, she was crying about it online and her TikTok about being a victim, dude. Now she'll really know the true meaning of the word.
And I feel like the fact that this went so viral will end up damaging her. It will be her downfall, essentially. Like, if she just recorded this dude and shared it with like a family member or a friend, and somehow it ended up being a legal thing, she might get a slap on the wrist. But the fact that like the entire internet knows about this, and probably millions of people have seen that video of that man because it was shared,
I'm surprised that she didn't get in trouble for the whole doxing issue too, because I mean, doxing people is a huge crime as well. But it seems like, you know, she might have a pretty good lawyer to kind of just talk down to the charges that she got charged with, because doxing is a huge issue as well, man. I mean, not only the people that possibly know who this person is, but to like film on the outside of someone's house. You got people out here that are pretty good at recognizing, you know, areas and stuff and houses and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, I know exactly where that is, or I know that person, you know, I know. And then, you know, and that's how it spreads. It's not good, man. Crow came back, he says maybe not the sexual registry or 4 years in prison, but everything else to make an example. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's unfortunate that social media has warped so many people's brains that they think that they can just film it, put it up, and get away with stuff, you know? Like, they don't realize the repercussions. Like, all these people that are pranking people in malls and stuff, like throwing chairs from the top level of a mall, or like, you know, going inside of a McDonald's and just acting like you're an employee, whatever, and just making your own stuff. It's like people think they're invincible. You know, it's wild to see this stuff. But yeah, it's like, well, no, I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about it. The guy that went to go spray the bug spray on like the bananas and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And then he was also doing all those pranks, going inside of like fast food places, dumping a bunch of ice inside the oil and just having it all overflow, and then, you know, just walking out and filming the whole thing. That guy got arrested. I don't remember his name, but yeah, he got arrested, and, you know, we don't hear from him again. But yeah, it's just like, I'm so glad. I feel like the world is healing, that these people that are coming out here trying to go viral and also, you know, trying to, you know, just get off scot-free. Yeah, man, I'm glad. I'm so glad. I feel like the world is healing. You know, doxing too. Oof. Yeah, bro. But I think she got that charge knocked off, Crow. So maybe she won't have to suffer the brunt of that as well. Cheetos Ghost came back. He says she has a public defender. Oh, dude, she's cooked, bro. She's cooked, man. She doesn't have the money to hire like an actual legal defense. So, dude, she's screwed. She's so fucked. She's so screwed.
Online, uncensored, there's a big problem. Unfortunately, Olivia put herself in a bad spot. I personally don't think her life is ruined, right? Like, even then, she might not even go to jail, right? She's probably just going to get like a pretty massive fine.
A massive fine that she won't be able to. She won't be able to pay off, man. She's gonna have to do time because she's not gonna be able to post bail or none of that stuff, dude. I don't know her parental situation, if she has like her parents that she can lean on, or I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. If she has some real parents, man, they're gonna be like, yo, you're gonna have to do this time, dude, because you really screwed up here, so you need to learn your lesson.
Even work something out with the customer, because the fact that she's not already in jail and she's just roaming around on the street still, albeit her TikTok account has been inactive for quite some time, she's still essentially a free woman. And also, judging by the
only reason she's a free woman now is because the judicial system is slow moving, you know, they got so many people they're processing and stuff like that. It's very slow. So yeah, she's got like a little bit of time on her side, but yeah, the hammer is coming down. Crow came back. He says, "OF, yeah, dude, that's really like the last option she has. She might have to go under a different name, or maybe just not even show her face, like do the whole like mask thing, so she can, you know, make it work and stuff. Hopefully she's smart enough to go that route. But yeah, there's really no other reason, no other outlet that she can do that I can think of. I mean, maybe she doesn't want to go full on that way. Maybe start with selling, you know, feet pics or something. I don't know, you know, but it's tough, man. Very tough.
Quality of her content on Instagram, I will just say, I feel like this woman will not struggle to find a different path in life.
Oh yeah, OF is definitely on the horizon for this one. Not saying that she's like attractive or anything like that, but it's just like she's going to be desperate enough that, yeah, that's going to have to be the option.
Just look at that profile picture, right? I'm not shaming the woman. I think she's honestly very attractive, except the fact that when she crashed out, you could see the real side of her.
Oh God, this is like the worst face right here. Like when she's like, I'm a victim. Her eyebrows do like this weird evil thing.
Her non-makeup face where she's screaming into the camera. I'm thankful that the man was able to prove his case and not have his own life ruined. His DoorDash account's banned, all right, so he can't smoke or drink anymore and order Taco Bell.
Yeah, they should totally like reinstate that man's DoorDash account, the guy that basically got his stuff banned over her words. You know, they should totally reverse that. And or you know, he can always just start another one. It's not that big to circumvent a new account, I would imagine.
Bell and pass out on his couch anymore, at least from what I know. And that's about it, guys. Again, let me know if you haven't watched my last video on this. I kind of just recapped it again in this one.
Shout out to Cam Nuggets on this one, man. This was one of the first videos I saw. I saw a bunch of other ones, whatever, but I do think he did a great job in covering this. So shout out to you, sir. I do want to talk about this other girl here. I think it's DoorDash Girl. I don't know. Was she DoorDash? I want to say it was just Delivery Girl. Delivery Girl. I think it's like bug spray. No, not bug spray. It was like, was it mace? The girl, she sprayed food. Sprayed food? I think it's this one. Let me see. Yes, here it is. DoorDash driver allegedly sprays irritant on customers' food. Let's check this one out. I think it's this one. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is a short one.
A DoorDash delivery woman drops off a bag of food and takes a photo to document the delivery. So far, so good. The food was delivered to homeowner Mark Hardin's front door in Evansville, Indiana. The meal was from Arby's. Then something happened to his wife, Mandy.
She started eating and she started coughing and gasping. Next thing I know that she's gagging enough that it's made her throw up. And I come in here and I noticed that there was some type of spray on the bag. And that's when I went back and watched the footage from my doorbell camera and realized that the food had been tampered with.
You can say that again. When Cardin watched the footage, he noticed that after the driver snapped the photo, she sprayed something that he believes is pepper spray right on the bag. Why would the delivery driver pepper spray a customer's food? Did they even know who she was?
She had, I believe it was a 0 tip, or maybe it was like $1 tip or something on that. And yeah, I mean, she's just like, she had it in her hand already when she was walking up. So maybe this was already premeditated. Okay. So she knew what she was doing. And, dude, you got to realize, dude, everybody's got a Ring doorbell now. You can't be doing crazy stuff like this. It's just, I don't know, man. And you know, of course, you can't get away with it because everything's tracked. You know, like they can zero in on who delivered the order and stuff. So yeah, I mean, you're in trouble. Teen Toast Who Ghost came back. He says, blue, purple hair, poisonous person. Oh man, it's just like, why is it always these blue haired? She's a possible feminist. I don't know. We'll just, right now she's just a disgusting person because of doing this act, you know, the entitlement, you know, the entitlement to this. She probably isn't hireable. Probably has a record, definitely has a record now, but you know, probably isn't hireable. So that's why she had to do this type of delivery, you know, job, gig work and stuff. And look, it's like now she can't do that now.
Never met her before in our life. Just walk up to our house, spray pepper spray on our food.
Was she unhappy with the tip? Here's a receipt from the order. It shows they tipped $2.
$2. Pardon me. I did say $1. It was $2 tip on $27.85. Okay. Yeah. That's I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, that's the thing. You got to kind of take that. You're going to take the good stuff with the good tips with the bad tips. Okay. Yeah. Wild. And, you know, and when you first hear the story, you're like, oh, man, this is why people don't eat at Arby's. You're like, no. She tampered with it. True, I got a Ring doorbell. I got a ring bell for my ring bell. Really? I got a ring bell for my ring bell. That's what Crow said. I mean, dude, I think it's important, man. This past Halloween, dude, I would say more than half of the trick-or-treaters that we had for Halloween were adults, and they didn't have costumes. They were just adults, no kids in sight, grabbing handfuls of candy. I'm like, yo, this is wild. It's wild, you know? And of course, my wife wanted to go ahead and, you know, greet every person on the Ring doorbell that came to the door. And, you know, we put a sign on there, like, please take one piece of candy and everything. And you know, my wife was just like, oh, you know, happy Halloween and all that stuff. But yeah, it was just funny to watch them scatter once they hear the Ring doorbell come through. And yeah, I just thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, it's kind of wild, you know. More than half of the people that are trick-or-treating on Halloween that were caught on the Ring doorbell, mostly adults. Kind of wild. Crow came back. OF again. I mean, dude, there's a market for everybody, man. You know, even purple haired, overweight women with a little bit of a temper. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's like, yeah, she's hot.
On the nearly $28 meal, that's just a 7% tip. I spoke to Sheriff Noah Robinson.
Are you disturbed by what you see on this video?
I am deeply alarmed and disappointed. We're taking them.
Funny if he was just like, just another day in the office. Oh man, but no, I mean, Crow, you said it right. Gross, man. This is disgusting behavior, and dude, don't mess with people's food. All right. I mean, I've been in delivery service. I've also been in food service, and that's like, you know, you just don't do that. No matter how much the person was rude to you and stuff, you don't mess with people's food, man. That's like keying somebody's car. That's just something you just don't do, man. You got to have a little bit of common decency, and I mean, that could have been children that were going to eat that food. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you could handle poisoning a child on your conscience, but no, I totally couldn't. Exo Charles, welcome to the stream, sir. Hello, people. Good to see you, Exo Charles. Welcome to it, man. This is just wild, man. Just going through just public records of everybody just getting arrested and getting caught. It's like, man, you guys got to remember, man. Everybody, either they're getting caught by the Ring doorbell or they're filming it for content and trying to get everybody, trying to twist a narrative, man. It is wild, man. It's like people, they're either getting told on or they're telling on themselves.
Matter very seriously, and we're going to do everything in our power to ensure that this person is held accountable for their actions.
Pretty wild, man. So yeah, I mean, sheesh, dude. No, nowhere safe. It's not safe at all, dude. A lot of this stuff is just, I mean, this is all just weekly news at this point. And I mean, if it's not a shooting going on in a school or whatever, it's just people messing with people's food, and then also trying to twist narratives and stuff. People are all getting caught. So yeah, it's wild, man. Let's see. Crow came back. He says, yeah, Camp, me too. I did in Hollywood, and so it was good for me. You did what? Did what in Hollywood? I did in Hollywood, so it was good. You did delivery? Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, in Atlanta, it's a good market. Okay, you go to certain rich areas of Georgia. You know, sometimes even North Georgia, man. You go to like an Indian restaurant or like a Chinese restaurant, dude, people are leaving like 20, 30, even like $50, man, as a tip. So, I mean, it all depends on what the area. Cabos, he says, can you show the video I sent you? Is that the one about Fresh that you're talking about? We can, absolutely. I think after, yeah. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what you got, sir. Is it on Discord? I think it's on Discord, right? Let's open up the old Discordium. Whoopsie. All right. Discord, I believe. Yeah. Let's check it. Bum bum. Mr. Cavus. Is it this Fresh video? Is that the one you were talking about? Oh, no. This one. This is the one. Oh, yeah. This is the one. Okay. So this one might trigger some of you guys. Kind of pissed me off when I watched it. I'm not going to say any more. I really want you guys just to watch it, and you guys just let me know. I'm going to say anything. Let's just watch it. Trust this. Let's check it out.
Viral security footage captured on December 6th shows the terrifying moment a woman was forced to fight off a knife-wielding mugger after her much taller male companion chose to step back and hide behind a wall.
Not a good look, man. Let's go back. Okay, so you got them standing here together, and this guy, the knife-wielding man, is going to come from the right here, and he's just going to have the knife already out. And just watch how quickly this man here on the right gets out of Dodge.
Viral security footage.
I don't even know if he stabbed her at this point. Hold on, let's see, because he has the knife out.
Viral security.
There's the knife right here. And look at this guy. He's just like, what is happening right here? Like, this is the very slow fight or flight system thing that goes through your mind, and it's almost too unreal. You don't even realize what's happening because this is probably something that's never occurred to him, could ever happen to him in a foreign country. But luckily there are onlookers. There are people that are going to come to this woman's aid, because this man completely tucked tails and run, and it's a bad look altogether. I don't even know if these people are together, because it's going to really change the whole dynamic. I mean, this guy could be either a Tinder date, he could be the gay best friend, or he could be her actual boyfriend or husband, which, if that is the case, it's going to be a very long, awkward flight home. But let's start from the top here.
Viral security footage captured on December 6th shows the terrifying moment a woman was forced to fight off a knife-wielding mugger after her much taller male companion chose to step back and hide behind a wall. In a move he's now unfortunately paying for with internet infamy. The pair of American tourists were walking down the street on vacation in Colombia when the armed attacker suddenly approached them, lunging at the woman trying to steal her phone, according to Newsflash. A man passing by on a motorcycle is then seen doing what her companion failed to do, jumping into action to help the woman. The passerby hopped off his bike and hit the mugger in the head with his helmet. A few other people passing by also jumped in to help fight the mugger off in a dramatic struggle.
The dude just peeked around the corner, man, just like clutching his little man purse, man. Like, he's just like, God damn. He's like, just take her, man. Just take her, man. Just don't hurt me. Oh, man, that's awful, bro. That's embarrassing, And, if they are a couple, I'm pretty sure they're probably broken up, Because I remember I showed this video to a couple female coworkers, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, that would be it for me. The fact that you ran away, and hid and didn't come to my aid, yeah, it's like, what do I have you around for? It's like, obviously, like, that's kind of like the whole role as a man when you're in a relationship with a woman, is like, you're there to protect them, provide and protect. And dude just freaking like, please don't stab me, please. But yeah, it's so bad what happens next. Let's keep going. Oh, hold on. So Crow said, Beta Soul Boy, if that was my girl, different video. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they do. I mean, see, that's the thing, man. It's like when you see this kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, dude, I would not want to get stabbed, but that adrenaline's going to kick in, and, like, dude, I love my wife. I love her to death, okay? Which means I'm willing to take a bullet for her. I'm willing to die for her. And it should be like that for any man that's in a loving relationship, especially if you got, kids and stuff, you got some time in and stuff. It's like, come on now. I was actually thinking of the type of situation this could possibly be. Maybe they just met. Maybe, I don't know, man. Because, like, the narrative is that they are a couple on vacation. So who knows? They could be coworkers, but no, this is not a good look no matter what it is, whatever the situation is. I'm leaning more towards that they're a couple and the dude was just a bitch. And then Crow came back and says he wanted to rob her. Absolutely. And then Crow's laughing his ass off. Coke Benny says he's making sure his man tampons are safe in his man purse. Dude, he was clutching his purse, man. He's just like, please take her. Don't mess with me, man. I don't want to get hurt. But thank God for all these people, all these, people watching and everything, just not willing to let this woman get robbed, get stabbed, whatever. Looks like there's a woman right here in the middle right here willing to do something.
Only once the thief was subdued is her companion seen managing to make his way out from behind the wall to comfort the woman.
This motherfucker.
Local authorities reportedly took the suspect into custody for full identification.
Look at him.
But ultimately
He goes and
didn't
hides
arrest
again.
the man because no theft was committed and no complaint exists from the affected persons. This now viral clip has sent shockwaves through the internet, with many criticizing the man's decision not to help his female companion. While the pair has not been publicly identified and their relationship is unknown, many online shamers imagined a romantic relationship, with one Redditor joking, "That's gonna be an awkward vacation," to which another responded,
"Sperm donor." What a great name. Yeah, but the video will do nicely in the divorce filing. I don't even think they were married, man. I mean, the thing is, I don't think this guy was in a long enough relationship to even kind of value her like that. I think he's just like, it is what it is, man. I'm just happy to be, in a new place, new vacation and stuff. And oh shit, what's going on here? I need to protect myself,
Yeah, but the video will do nicely in the divorce filing. Others imagined how hard it would be to move on from the humiliating event, with one musing about a future conversation. "We can laugh about it now, bae. We're okay, am I right? Ha ha. Why? Why aren't you laughing?" One even compared the incident to the 2014 comedy drama film Force Majeure, in which a man's selfish reaction to a dangerous situation causes cracks in his marriage and relationship with his children. Literally the plot of Force Majeure. Great film. In the film's most pivotal scene, the husband bolts during an avalanche at a ski resort, abandoning his wife and children. The avalanche stops harmlessly, but the moment exposes a deep fracture. Instead of protecting his family, he instinctively saved himself. With survival instincts like that, it might just be better to surrender to the snow.
Yeah, dude, not a good look, bro. The fact is, even if they do move past this and stuff, it's gonna be on the internet, man, to remind her how much her husband's a bitch. And dude, it's like, dude, yeah, it's like, dude, it's pretty much done, man. That whole relationship is cooked, bro. It's fucked up. But yeah, I'm really glad you showed me that one. That was pretty wild, dude. Sheesh, man. People just getting exposed left and right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back to Discord here. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I was like, man, it kind of made me mad because I was just like, dude, okay. So I was kind of running through my brain that if they were say they met on Tinder and stuff, and yeah, you know how percentage wise, white guys do the best in terms of online dating. He probably was just like, yeah, man. It's like they meet up in Colombia and they have an instant connection and stuff, and then this happens and he's immediately tested I don't know this bitch. I'm not willing to die for her, whatever, we just met, and yeah, he just showed his true colors, man. Not a good look at all. This other video that you had, this is an old clip of Fresh. Basically, he said that this is a 200 IQ take. You didn't say this is the title, and which it's very rare for anybody to say a W Fresh. This is basically just him saying what we kind of already knew was going to happen. So that's all I really say. Let's check it out. Let's trust this thing. Let's go to it. All right.
Hold on. You know what they do as well? They come into the space and say, oh.
So just to give you guys context, this is basically him talking about when Myron brought on Nick Fuentes to the podcast, and then everything just went downhill from there in terms of the demonetization, them having to switch over to Rumble to try to find new ways to monetize, and they've never been the same since. They've been demonetized for over 2 years now. And yeah, so but still Myron, well, I was going to say that he still holds Nick in a high regard and stuff, and Nick kind of has a mutual regard for Myron, but he did tank his platform, and Myron is still going to cape for Nick, even though they're not on speaking terms anymore, because of Gary, the numbers guy. basically coming after Nick and exposing his Nick's sister, I believe, on X, and saying a lot of anti-Semitic stuff. Actually, was it anti-Semitic? I don't think it was. No, I think it was just he was just trying to expose his family, Nick's family, and Nick said he didn't want to work with Myron after that because of the people he surrounds himself with. So. Yeah, there's Myron's loyalty getting in the way of other relationships.
His status and power? I'll be your friend for a little bit. Yep. Buddy, I'll use you. And then once you finish, or you get banned, bye-bye.
Walk your
audience.
Bro, yeah.
And now I got, dude, it's in plain sight.
You see, they walk your ass into the fire.
I remember this clip because Myron this is the first time that the tables have been switched where Fresh is now speaking a mile a minute and Myron just has to sit there and just kind of say nothing and just kind of take it. So yeah, this was a bad look, and it's too bad that they didn't show Myron's face and what it looked like right here. But I can only imagine it was a look of like, dude, I wish Fresh wasn't talking so much right here.
It's Operation Get Behind the Darky.
Yeah.
And then, hold on. Tell me something. And then when you get banned, they say, "Oh, nigga, you did it to yourself."
Yes.
Oh, I'm black.
Yes.
And then they say, "Oh, this dark, he thought he was smart."
And this wasn't a 200 IQ take. This is what you call already going through it and then having to look back on it with 2020 hindsight and realizing that, oh, we shouldn't have done this. This isn't the dunk that everybody thinks it is because they've already experienced the loss. So now Fresh is just reflecting on their loss, and now he's just kind of doing a "I told you so" kind of thing. But you can't really claim "I told you so" if you went along with it during the time. He was completely. I think this is during the time he was silent and just kind of being compliant. And so yeah, he's also to blame too because he let it happen.
He's dumb as
Bro,
fuck.
yes, bro.
It happens all the time.
Truth, bro. Yes.
Yep. It's crazy,
They really
bro.
would look at you racist, like, yeah, he did it to himself.
That brief cut to Myron, dead inside. Let's check it again. He's just like, Fresh, shut the hell up. He was just like, I can't believe I'm just letting this go, And this was actually the precursor to Fresh starting his own podcast and then Myron starting his own podcast, and kind of they still come together for Fresh and Fit, but this was kind of what started this was kind of the seed that was planted. And they're like, you know what? I think it would be better for us to kind of divide and conquer, but that's how they spun it. They're like, we're just going to divide and conquer. He's just like, I just need to get away from Fresh because there's a lot of people that mess with me that as long as Fresh isn't there, they'll tune in. And the numbers do, reflect all that stuff, at least in terms of Myron's favor.
Well, look at you racist, like, yeah, he did it to himself when you have all these other different races that will crash out. And the crash out is always 10 times worse than the blacks.
Yeah. And then they say, oh, he thought he was one of us. No, you're not. Hey! Like that monkey.
Myron is, Coke Benny came back. He says, Myron is in the cuck chair right now. Yeah, dude, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad, dude. And, that's the egg on your face, Myron just wanted to push at the envelope, and now, he's having to deal with it, and they have to come up with a different monetization strategy. So, yeah. And Carlos came back and says, will you be going over Fresh eating the P-Stars box? Absolutely, man. This is the next thing after this, man. Because, it's funny when Fresh has his moments of thinking that, I told you so. And he has all this confidence about himself because he's just like, yeah, man, it's like, I told you this was going to happen. And then he fucks up on his own, doing his own thing, like being Fresh. And, Myron, his only defense is that, dude, we know that Fresh is a womanizer. It's like he was before I met, he was before I met met him. And then he was still after. And by any means necessary, dude, he's going to pay for it so he can get it.
Yep. Yeah, they'll let you know.
They called me. I said, hey, hold on a minute. Y'all the one that's complaining about the Jews all the damn time. It's supposed to be y'all country.
Yeah.
At the small amount of Jews have taken over your shit like that, that's a yo problem. You're not gonna get me. Yeah, yes. You're not gonna get me, who I know you don't like, to fight this fight for you when I know you're putting me out front. So when I lose, like you said, You've been in my
They gonna sit
space. Now
back.
you taking my people. Now you walking differently than I was walking because you're smart enough to know not to do that.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even call that a W fresh, man. That's just him reflecting on the situation and how it turned out and how it all panned out. So I don't like to give him the what's it called? The the kudos, I guess. Wow. So somebody took a freeze frame of this and then hold on, let's go back. That was good. Let's go back. Go back to this one. And then they did this one. The post of all of the you guys, Destiny, Will Smith. Oh man, Akash. Dude, this is like it's the Shame Olympics, man. What the hell? You know, I haven't even kept up with Destiny in terms of what happened with him. Like I know like he got charged and stuff, but I didn't really keep up with it. That's wild. Let's keep going. Where was that? Let's go back to, what is it? Fresh. Oh, actually, no, I think is it Tree of Logic? Tree of Logic, I believe, was the one that had that video on, Mr. Fresh Prince CEO.
Hi, my name is Tree.
Let's go back to it. Where was it? I think it was on latest. I hope this is it. Let me see. Oh, that's from 6 years ago. Why is this on the latest? 4 years? Oh, maybe it's live. Let's go to live. 3 years ago? No, that's not it. This can't be the right channel.
Hi, my name is.
That's not it. It's just Tree 411. That's the one. Let's go to it. Yes, here it is. Fresh is down bad. Here we go.
Lesson.
I found it. No problem. All right, let's get to it. What are these stupid ads? Hold on. All right, there we go.
And that's the.
All right, let's go back. No! Another ad? Okay, it's on our other channel. Yep, I found it.
What's up, taters? This is Tree from Just Tree 411. And before I get into the content, I just want to let any commentator who is watching this video right now, any YouTuber who does this type of content, let you know that this video did get demonetized. I learned the hard way. I did not know that showing the logo of, the hub, okay, the logo to the website that rhymes with corn on the cob hub. I didn't know that was going to get you immediately demonetized. So you can't show the logo to OF. You can't show the logo to PH. You can't show the logo to any adult site. And I did not know that.
Hey, we're all learning out here. It's good to, for this to happen and we can learn from others so we don't make the same mistakes.
They let me know that was the reason why this video got demonetized. I spent many hours, basically editing this video and censoring it. However, also a couple of words that start with a P that ends with an N got through. For some reason, the algorithm didn't pick up on it though. However, I guess if you want to use this content, you may want to censor that as well. So feel free to use my content. I spent a lot of time editing it. And if you did not jump on this story, that's the reason why my video got demonetized. So feel free, just make sure it's fair use. Okay. Don't edit the part that got me demonetized and re-upload it. I will come for you. Okay. Use fair use when you're using this, but feel free to use this. Now let's get on to the content. So in the video I uploaded 2 days ago in reference to Pugsy tricking, someone told me in the comments, and I'm going to do another video.
Dude, I saw a photograph of Fresh with his shirt off talking about getting your money up and stuff. And I'm like, dude, how has this guy been working out for 3 years and he still has the same body shape? Like he hasn't changed at all.
To the comments alone because they were golden. He said, yo, the reason why she gave a 10 out of 10 is because Walter paid for it. And I was like, he paid for it? What are you talking about? I was like, I think she only had sex with him because of his, position on the Fresh and Fit show. And he was like, nope, and sent me the link and let me show you the receipts.
It was like $2,000 for the night. And I don't know. I think it was also she charges by the hour, and then Fresh, thinking he was bragging, was like, yeah, I go 3 hours all the time, man. It's like I just don't stop. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot, bro. It's like she told us her going rate, and then you told on yourself that you went for 3 hours, and yeah, and then she basically said that he came like 7 times or something like that. I'm just like, come on, bro, it's not looking good.
Now, since I learned my lesson from the video,
Red Evie, redheads do it better, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's go to let's see if I can get a screen cap of this a little bit bigger for y'all. I don't know. Can you guys? I don't know if that looks any bigger for you, but I mean, dude, it's like just very plain to me. This isn't worth risking at all, you know. And I don't know, man. Maybe this might just be a bad photo, but I don't see the appeal. It is what it is, though. Let's go back.
I spent 5 hours editing on Pugsy tricking. I'm going to make sure I do the same. I'm going to...
was it Machiavelli says, Fresh is a cartoon character at this point. I know, you know, and that's the thing. I told you that, you know, Myron is going to go viral for the things that he says, and Fresh is going to be one that's going to go viral for the things that he does, you know, and he basically, it's controversy. You know, constant controversy is going to keep them relevant. So in any way or form, fashion, that's how they're going to stay relevant. People are going to continue to keep talking about them, is that Fresh has to do this stuff to make him look like a cuck or a simp or, you know, a pay pig or whatever. And Myron's going to say whatever he says, you know, to keep, you know, causing controversy and burning bridges and just all types of drama content, whatever, to keep them relevant. So it's like, yeah. The comments came back, because I think the other one you want to, I think it's the other one you want to react to, Camp. Her other video is longer, and okay, the other one is longer. Oh, so this is 9 minutes. Let's go back. Caught again. Let's go back. Fresh is down bad. Oh, yes, you're right. This is it. You're absolutely right. Let's go back. Yeah, because this is the one that had Nick Fuentes' op on it. And Nick Fuentes, the guy, I can't remember his name, Milo, he said that, I think it was also DJ Academics was here, and he said that he had spoken to Nick Fuentes' ex, of, you know, like recent, like 4 days ago, something like that. And DJ Academics was like, wait, Nick Fuentes is gay? And then Myron completely shut it down. I think they're gonna talk about it here. But yeah, so this is the video that we were talking about here. Crow says she did some research, and that's not good. She's a 3.5. That's being generous, man. I mean, you gotta deduct at least 2 points for her being a redhead, you know, because they don't have souls, apparently.
What's up, taters? This is Tree from Just Tree 411 and Coconuts.
I've been on over 2,000 dates, seen and coached multiple men on dating. The best bet for you as a man is to have your money on point and you set the terms. Pay for dates that you plan and she can enjoy as a +1 or kick rocks. P.S. Always FaceTime screen before a date. No need to waste time. Oh, man. And unfortunately, this is not good numbers here. Got like 60 comments, 24 reposts, 244 likes. Man, these are all young guys. They have no idea what's going on here. Not good at all. Yeah.
Poxy over here has sex with a porn star with 2,000 body count. And before he stuck her, he ate her out. And then DJ Academics asked the porn star to rate Pugsy on a scale of 1 to 10.
Which kind of goes against the whole thing about the whole body count thing, where they're like, yeah, you know, like we can't mess with a girl that has a crazy high body count. Well, you got, you know, Fresh right across the table who he don't care, you know, if it's ready, he's going to eat it, man. He's going to eat it he's going to lick it before he sticks it. And dude, it's like reckless behavior here.
And the porn star gave Pugsy a 10 out of 10.
Of course, man, because she wants to come back on the podcast, man. She's gotta be nice, man. I think it's crazy because I think Fresh just needs to have an intervention. You know, he needs to understand that this type of behavior is not going to work out long term for him. You know, I mean, yeah, you can go to the clinic every other day and stuff, and they're like, hey, welcome back, you know, and you know they burn off the warts, give you a shot or whatever, you know, and then you know you're back at it again. You're back on the saddle. But it's just like, man, at what point do you realize, you know, I really need to get my life together, man. I need to stop, you know, soliciting all these girls and eating their box, man, because one of these days he's gonna get something that's not gonna be curable. It's gonna get something he's gonna get the gift that keeps on giving, you know, and then he's gonna have it all over his face, you know. You can only say you cut yourself shaving so many times before we realize that, okay, all right. Just come clean, man. We know what's going on, man. Just admit it to yourself.
Last week on the Fresh and Fit podcast after our show, it was revealed, because this wasn't intentional, it was revealed thanks with the help of DJ Academics that Pugsy had sex with one of the stars on the panel.
I do remember this. The girl did not want to reveal who it was, but just through constant questions and whatever, it ended up coming down to Fresh. You know, she's like, it was somebody in this room, but I'm not going to say much more than that. And like, okay, so we know Myron's an incel. We know it wasn't DJ Academics because he was asking the question. We know it wasn't Milo, you know? And then you got all these other girls here. Like, was it the girls? Like, no, it was Fresh. So what other person it could have been?
And I know some of you are like, oh, so what, man? Fresh always tricking. Well, this is different because she bragged about having a 2,000 body count.
That's like double Fresh's numbers, you know. Well, I mean, come on now. I mean, I don't think anybody here believes the 1,000 body count, but you know, Fresh, he had to say it to get the clicks and get the engagement and stuff like that. He admitted to it later. We all knew it was wrong, you know, it was cap, you know, from the beginning. But you know, again, he's gonna basically say one thing and then like a year later come back and be like, oh yeah, I was just doing that for clout, for clicks, you know. I had to sell some courses, man. How am I going to do it if people don't think I have any credibility?
2,000 body count. I told you these men don't care about body counts and they love hoes. And thanks to Fresh, he proves my point. But let me explain this tweet. We're going to look at Red Evie, the one he stuck. And then we're going to review the podcast segment. That is, let me tell you something. It's everything you thought it would be and then some. So this might be a little long video, but I promise you it's worth the wait. So because everybody's giving Pugsy hell, he decided to upload this tweet as a quote yesterday. And he says, I've been on over 2,000 dates.
Reading it in Fresh's voice is diabolical, man. I mean, you know, even in text, you can hear him stuttering.
Coach multiple men on dating, and the best bet for you is man is to have your money on point and set the terms. Pay for dates that you plan and she can enjoy as a play one or kick rocks.
Exo Charles came back. He says, Camp, you should do a collab with Trio Logic. Dude, that would be cool, man. I mean, I rarely catch her live whenever she's doing like an exposed video of this caliber. But the one time I did catch her live was the time that she was talking about Daisy Chen, that whole saga that happened. And Myron jumped into her comment section while she was going live. And I remember at the time I was just listening. I wasn't really even watching. I was just listening to it. And yeah, I was like, oh shit. Like, that's kind of crazy and stuff that Myron he's literally just scanning the internet for anybody that's like talking trash and stuff. And she was literally going against the whole narrative that Myron had set up. But then at some point, like, they were kind of in agreements in terms of like how Daisy Chen, how she carried herself and, you know, her whole spotty past, you know, she was willing to shed light on all of that. And it kind of, you know, Myron was kind of in line with it at the same time. But I mean, they had no real care of how bad it made Fresh look, because after you're having sex with all these women, you should be should be a pretty good pretty good discernment in terms of women and stuff, and be able to pick the good ones from the bad ones. But it seems that it wasn't the case for Fresh. But no, that'd be cool. I would totally be down for that because she does her research, and I can respect that.
P.S. Always FaceTime. Scream before a date. No need to waste time. Let me tell you that they was not having it. You had a couple of simps that were basically falling for this. Like this wicked ex guy says, "Hey, Fresh, what are some screening questions to confirm interest?" And then here go Pugsy. I do a stream on this. And he says, "Oh, thank you, Fresh. You're the best. You're awesome.
It's just wild to me, the people that like follow Fresh and be like, you guys are just haters. You guys, he has motion. Okay. And the fact is that you guys just don't get it because you're just from the outside looking in. You just see him that, yeah, he's paying for box, but doesn't everybody pay for box? I'm like, no, motherfucker. You don't have to pay for box, man. You just work on yourself, work on your mouthpiece, and be willing to like put yourself out there, and you don't have to lead with your wallet, man. But the thing is, you lead with your wallet, you're going to attract a certain type of woman, and it works out for Fresh because he's getting all these people that believe in him to donate to his CEO network. And, he's taking whatever cut he can so he can spend it on. Because, dude, how much more time does he have, dude? He's just like, fuck it.
And everybody else was just basically calling them out for what it is. Cap, no human being can have the time to get on 2,000 dates, bro. The F, that's unemployment behavior. Even unemployment people ain't got that type of time. And then somebody said, of those 2,000, how many did you have to bribe with money to go out with?
All of them. All of them, dude. What if I told you 100% of them were paid off?
Why so many haters? The chick on the podcast proved Fresh right this past week. He has motion. Only haters will deny it. And this is true. The woman rated Pugsy a 10 out of 10.
Sure, she probably hasn't had her box eaten out in forever because guys are just like, absolutely not. And you got Fresh, who's just like, he's constantly thirsty, man. He's got to have it, bro. So it's like, dude, he's going to do whatever he can.
Yeah.
Fresh is a different breed. He's a different breed of man, dude. He's just like, dude, I know I don't got much going for me, but guess what, man? I'll do it. I'll do it. I got no problem with that.
I'm not believing that either. Okay. Here's my favorite right here. If you couldn't get girls before you had money, then you have no business coaching dudes on dating.
Dude, absolutely like spot on point. But that's the thing, these guys that don't know this, they're gonna follow the words and the course and buy the courses and stuff, and really just keep funding the tricking. They don't understand that the money that goes towards the yacht parties, or not the yacht parties, I'm sorry, the fresh and fit ferry boat cruises, it all funds the tricking, and it gives Myron the funds to basically buy more camera setups and stuff and update the equipment, where Fresh is just going to, keep spending money on hoes,
Now, let's look at Red Evie. This is Red Evie. She's
okay. So this is a filter. You can already see it. It's kind of blurry around certain corners of her face. This is completely filtered, doctored up. No, I'm good. Just from looking at this alone, you can see just, no, it's just too blurry, man. Too blurry around certain contours of her face. And yeah, this is completely filtered.
a corn star. She has an OF account, and she also has an account on Cornhub. And she was recently, well, no, this is not recent.
Whoops, we need to scoop
this
part.
is back in
Not
March.
good.
I mean, look at this right here. Let me see if I can make this bigger so you can see what it says. So as you can see, some guy named Danny Dirt Official, and he says, new video with my hot redhead stepmom out now. Ew. Then, of course, she loves getting blacked, hence why she had sex with coconuts. And this guy name is Shorty's World. And he says, I told Red Evie to not fall for any more of her man's lies. And so you have this guy here, and they did a scene together as well. So I watched most of this show, and it has, what matters is the information that comes out during this recording.
When was your last hookup and what happened?
My last hookup was yesterday, but it was for a scene for a specific site. So, I mean, it was just one of those things where a guy holds the camera and kind of goes like this the whole time. Terrible answer, super red flag, super bad. Also super terrible answer, his girlfriend joined after, so that probably makes it also worse.
Hold up, but she's bisexual, and when we look at the Fresh and Fit podcast after our show, she brags about having sex with women who are actually on the panel.
I really can't even imagine what your face looks like right now. It's probably really bad.
I just don't know what to say back to that.
No, nobody does ever know what to say back to that.
Okay, at least I'm not alone. I'm kind of okay with that.
Yes.
So you do OnlyFans for a living?
Yeah, the blue and white site, and then the orange and black site. I think it's banned in Florida right now.
What is your body count and does body count matter to you?
So I think the better question to what is your body count and does it matter is, have you ever gotten an STD? No. 100% perfect test record there. Do I know the number? No. Can I give you a range? Yes. Probably like 500 to 1,000.
Jesus. It don't even matter, bro. It's like a hot dog down a hallway, bro. Like, that's just... Come on now. Are you going to feel anything?
Maybe leaning more towards 1,000.
Nah, bro. What's the rule? You gotta times it by 3. So whatever number she's saying is the conservative number. The real number is actually a whole lot worse.
Mind you, hold on. You guys are like saying, "What? Wait a minute, Tree. You said 2,000." This was uploaded March. If I said May, I was wrong. This was uploaded March the 23rd, 2025. So I was wrong. I said May. I got it wrong. March. So from March,
2 months off. Not a big deal here.
March up until December, she added another 1,000. Cause we're gonna watch we're gonna watch the live stream that happened on Rumble last week with DJ Academics and Milo, and she is proud to say she has a body count of 2,000. Once again, I don't care, but I just want you to understand these men that are always talking about, oh, what's your body count? What's your body? They don't care either. Because let me tell you something, Coconuts was happy to smash a woman with 2,000 body count.
And he ate her box, man. Sheesh. I mean, that's the thing. Going back to even the Daisy saga, Daisy was an escort, and it all came out later. And yeah, he ate her box too. Shit, he was ready to throw it all away for her.
Red flag number 67.
So, I mean, you've kind of seen it all then, so I wouldn't be anything new. So I'm kind of cool with that, honestly. You've definitely had worse. So I'm not, okay, that's not a red flag. I'm actually cool with that.
Okay, so that's Red Evie. And like I said, I'll have a link to that dating show in the description box. However, this is where it gets really, really good. So I'm not going to really play a lot of this because they do a bunch of jibber jabber. But I will record the entire thing, and then I'm just going to edit a lot of the unnecessary stuff out. But let me tell you how this all got started. This all got started when DJ Academic said he smells one of the women in the room. They smell foul. And they made a big story.
I wonder if Fresh ever got COVID, because might be why he didn't smell it or he couldn't taste it, This is a theory. I don't know. I don't know.
About that, they made a big deal about that, and so they decided to go around the room, around the table, and ask each woman to introduce their name, their age, and why they believe that they're not the woman that stink or that doesn't smell like a seafood factory. So that's what about a good 20
That's wild, man. It was Red Lobster all along. Red Lobster.
Minutes of this is about, and this is how we get to Red Evie.
Red Evie. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Red Lobster. She said seafood, and I was thinking Red Lobster. it still makes sense. Okay, we're gonna count it. We're still gonna count it.
He starts to vouch the fact that she's not the woman that smells like a seafood factory because she had sex with several people at that table.
That doesn't mean that it doesn't smell. The fact that you got a lot of reviews doesn't mean that it doesn't smell.
But there's a bunch of stuff that is unnecessary, and I'm going to cut that out so that I can only include...
Oh, and this kind of reminded me. I remember the woman that... I remember the woman that was... I believe the black woman. I remember that I talked to Fresh about this. The woman that was that had the pink hair and the green dress, and she said she had some dirt on Fresh. Fresh later revealed that was just about... He smashed some girl and he didn't shower before going on the podcast. So he just reeked of having sex, like just sweaty, nasty booty smell was in the air. And it was Fresh because Fresh didn't shower before the show. And that was the thing that the girl didn't want to expose Fresh about. But Fresh ended up, I guess, admitting later that that was the reason. That was the thing that she tried to say and try to get him, try to expose him about it. And yeah, he was just like, no, I just smashed some girl and I just didn't shower or whatever. I'm like, so why are you called Fresh? Like, that doesn't make any damn sense, dude. That's pretty goddamn nasty. But no, I mean, the fact is Fresh is just like, look, man, you can't smell worse than me, So, and anything, I mean, it might be a thing that Fresh can't taste or smell because he's out here in these streets. So he probably caught COVID and probably doesn't even know it, man. But he's just like, it's not like a disease. It's like, it's a cold. It's a flu. So it's not no big deal.
The good stuff.
Listen, we're going to do...
The corner ends.
All right, what we're going to do is...
Corner ends.
We're going to go through these three girls, and they're going to say their name, their age, and why it's not them.
Okay.
Cool. You get one sentence on why it could not possibly be you that smells. Okay? Let's go. I'm sorry, my girl, but things keep leading to you. They keep leading to you.
I think you should come take a fresher look.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you need to come take a fresher look. Looking at, like, come on, girl, just say, yeah, I had sex with Fresh last night. He can tell you I don't have a stanky coochie.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
She told me to
I have at least a few people here that could say otherwise.
Oh, you fuck bitches too or no?
Well, I'm working my way up to it.
Oh. So, no?
You trying to
No, I'm saying I have multiple reviews from here that could, say we're good.
Oh. What type of reviews you talking about?
Like some people.
Oh, she's had sex with one of the girls.
Oh, and look at Fresh's seat completely exit. He's just like, whoa, let me get out of here. Let me go for a bathroom break. He's just like, I can't face this one. If I just take myself out of the scene, maybe they'll forget all about me.
Over there, I remember.
Now, I want you to notice that Pugsy conveniently left the table during this time, but he couldn't stay gone for long. So I want you to peep that when she started to talk and said, yeah, I had a couple of people at this table, Pugsy went, pew! He left.
I have no, I'm talking about them. Jesus.
That was a meter song. These two.
That's not
point who didn't in the room.
Okay.
In this whole room. Okay. Just me.
Yeah.
I don't this whole either. Like, hold on now.
See what Pugsy did? Pugsy said, point to the person that didn't have sex with in the room. Pug, why didn't you just say, point to the person that you did have sex with in the room, not who you didn't have sex with in the room, idiot. God, he's such a dumb.
You still have not done your excuse. Name, age, and why it couldn't possibly be you that has
Because
this.
I have reviews from the table.
You haven't done your name and your age. Can you follow instructions?
Red Evie.
Man, how you 2000? That's crazy.
Listen,
I have
he's burst onto the scene with this allegation. I believe
and an
this.
STD test.
Yeah,
Male and female reviews and an STD test. That's a lot better than a shower.
20,000. I mean 2,000.
I'm a star.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Y'all gotta tell
Have you not Googled me?
Oh, he came in late.
I gotta Google you. What's your name?
Okay, so
now Fresh is starting to look like it was when you know he's guilty. Okay, he's just like he tries to like divert the attention and talk about something else and stuff, and it's like, dude, you just say you're guilty, man. It's like I think I said this, man, before. I was just like, dude, the person that feels like they need to say the most and talk the most or whatever and just kind of be heard. They got the most to prove. And Fresh, he's trying to like, at first he was trying to evade, taking a step away from the table, you know, but now he came back and he's just like, oh shit, the water is a lot hotter now. And I really got to try to spin this and, you know, come out player on the end. And it's looking bad, looking real bad.
DJ Academics finds out that she's a corn star, corn on the cob star. He finds out that. And once he finds that out, it gets really good now. Because at first he didn't know. But now that he know, oh, it's on like popcorn.
Repeat it. No.
Already would be like a Tesla.
DJ Academics.
He's got to do some research, okay? Now he's like, I just need to see what we're dealing with now. He found out that she's got some content. He's like, okay, I'll goon to you when we're off stream. That's all that is, man. He's a little slime ball too.
Just gave this girl his phone so that she can put her Cornhub name into the search engine so he can find her work. Men love hoes. Never forget this, ladies. Men love hoes.
How
many black people you don't?
She said like 7.
One voluntarily, the rest were scenes.
Oh, so she's more.
Fresh was the voluntary.
Fresh, but it's still voluntary, isn't it? In fact, it's
I
more
said
voluntary.
one voluntarily, the rest were scenes, like professional.
Like Fresh? Keep it a bean.
Huh?
Like if you ran into me and Fresh, like me and Fresh
If
would be
I
my
someone here, I would not out them on their own.
Fresh, okay, I don't know if I've talked about when men are lying or when men are trying to cover stuff up. This is just kind of a human behavior thing. It's across men and women. Women will particularly when they're lying or trying to hide from a fact, they will, you know, mess with their hair. They'll touch their earlobe. They'll touch their nose. Men will touch their nose and, you know, play with their ears and stuff like that. Look down in a way, roll their eyes up in their head and stuff. What Fresh does, he touches his nose when they're trying to press her on who she slept with. So let's watch Fresh one more time here.
She said like 7.
One voluntarily, the rest were scenes.
Oh, so she's more Fresh, but it's still voluntary, isn't it? In fact, it's
I
more
said
voluntary.
one voluntarily, the rest were scenes, like professional.
Like Fresh? Keep it a bean.
Huh?
Like if you ran into me and Fresh, like me and Fresh
If
would be my
someone
club.
here, I would not out them on their own show.
If I had sex with somebody here, I would not out him on his own show. Where clearly we know you didn't have sex with Chris or any other guys in the back. I'm not even going to clown them. So, and Myron's gay. So it has to be Fresh because Fresh loves tricking.
Fresh will fuck anything that walks, man. That's just what it is, dude. It's like he's got to pay for it because that's all he knows, man. And, you know, it's like, why stop? Why stop the train? You know, if he's just like, I can just keep it going because people are willing to pay me, you know, because they think I actually give good advice, you know?
So you have had sex with him.
I did not answer that.
You had sex with.
The thing is, though, the fact is that she's saying she's not going to claim it. You know, if she just did not sleep with him, she would have just said no, you know? But the fact that she's like, I'm not going to answer, is like, that's an answer, you know? Dumb.
Red. No.
You had sex with Red.
Give up her.
You had sex with Red.
We did
No.
do it.
If it was on Twitter, it would be true.
Yo, since we giving a review and like a smell review, give a dick review. Like, yo, how did he fuck?
Yep.
Whoa, why does... God damn, dude. Why do we care? We don't care about this. But, I mean, DJ Academics does care. He wants to get a review.
How was it?
How was it?
That's just wild. That's wildly sus to ask. I mean, they're boys too. So to be like, yo, how was his performance? Like, that's kind of sus behavior to be asking that kind of question.
How was the performance still though?
See, this is so
That's
she's
wild.
gonna lie. So DJ Academic said, give a ding-a-ling review, okay? Because I'm gonna basically get that. I'm gonna censor that word out. And this is where the lies come in, okay? Straight lies.
If I ain't gonna lie, cause Fresh do be up on here talking that. Yeah, I mean,
no. This
Fresh one. He talked that on the honey pack one time, and I was so mad. He said, "I don't need that." I'm like, "Nigga, shut the." I love honey packs.
Listen, you are resting on pretty. You are a lazy lover. I can tell. I can tell you are a lazy lover. Ask her.
No, he's not.
You see how we just got you to confirm time you had sex.
So easy, man. So easy. All you gotta say is the right thing, and a woman will give it all up, man. So now she's willing to go all the way and give it all the details now.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
Cat is out of the bag. The smelly cat is out of the bag.
That was not difficult to tease out.
No.
That was not difficult to tease out.
No. For the rest of you hoes, y'all getting a Yelp review right now. Hold on, check this out. So you're saying, you're saying that like, what would you rate them? Like, would you tell your fellow girls to like go or no?
And you 7, was it like?
You know, I really don't think DJ Academics really messes with Fresh like that. I mean, they might be business friends and stuff, like for business, for collaboration purposes, but I really don't think he messes with Fresh and like on a loyalty level. Like, he's willing to expose Fresh and kind of dog him out in front of like all of these random people and on his own podcast. It's like DJ Academics is kind of like, this is kind of a snake situation right here, but I think Fresh is too dumb to realize it.
Ugly girl sex, like desperate to please you, or was he looking in the mirror like American?
And Byron knows what's happening, but his loyalty can't like let him say anything. He's like, dude, this is actually pretty funny.
Was he very pleased with himself?
I'm surprised Fresh fucked you. His type is usually Chinese and ready to trip. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, that was a deep cut there, man. To bring that back up again. Holy shit! All Fresh can do is smile, man, because he basically got outed for that one, and we can all laugh at it now, but. Yeah, that was a painful time in his history.
That's his type. Chinese.
He like hold on.
One girl.
Carlos came back. He says DJ Academics got mad at Fresh once because Fresh recorded Act fighting with some girls in Miami. I remember that. He crashed out. I think it was over Selena Powell, actually, because they were dating for a little while. And yeah, he crashed out. And Selena Powell, man, she went around just sleeping with everybody, whatever. And he basically was just like on his knees begging her to come back to him and stuff. And yeah, they've always had kind of like a rivalry, you know, because I know DJ Academics, when Miranda was in the picture, or when they were out of the picture, but they were still kind of hanging around each other. I remember DJ Academics like filmed them while I guess like she was watching his dog or something like that. And I remember Fresh was getting a little annoyed with DJ Academics. He was like, yo, man, he's like, I don't, why are you filming right now? And he's just like, look at this shit. Look at this. And like, I thought he was done with her, but you know, she's still in the wings, whatever. So yeah, I think DJ Academics, like, he's got a little bit of a, you know, I wouldn't even say it's like a love-hate relationship. They're kind of like, they're enemies, but they're friends. They're frenemies, I guess. The best way to say it. They're willing to be around each other for content, but they're going to dog each other out.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so this is not going to come around again. This is your one opportunity to rate the men around you. So if any of you have had sex with them, let's hear about it. So let's do it out of 10 for Fresh.
I'll give him a 10.
You were liar.
Yikes.
You are liar. You are liar. She's a liar.
She wants to be invited back on the podcast. That's why she said that answer. Come on now. And you know, women are like horrible judges of a lot of stuff. So if they were to say, I mean, the go-to answer is he was a 10, I'm a 10, you know, everybody's a 10. It's all about mindset. That's what a woman's going to say.
Come on, man. Does it look like Fresh gift? Also, they had unprotected sex. Ooh, I didn't get to that part yet. Sorry. Oh, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Sorry, guys. Yeah, spoiler alert. He had unprotected sex with this chick.
Come on now. We know Fresh don't have time to put on a condom and stuff like that. Man, he's fumbling in the dark in there. You think he can find it in the dark? Come on now.
How's it body counts, by the way? Men don't care about body counts.
So hold on. I was told I'd be a good porn star. Deadass.
You were told what?
Really?
No. By the way, for those of you who don't know what Coconut said, I was always told that I date a corn star.
No, that's not what I heard, Tree. I heard something completely different. Maybe he said that he would make a good corn star, like he would be good in that business. That's what I heard on the initial here. Let's listen to it back one more time, because you know Fresh, he likes to talk pretty fast. Let's put it on captions. I don't think captions will help, but let's put it on captions anyway.
2,000 body counts, by the way. Men don't care about body counts.
So hold on. I was told I'd be a good porn star.
Yeah, see? I thought I heard right. I was told I'd be a good P-star. See, that's what I heard. But Tree, you heard it wrong this time. You didn't say you date one. I mean, it's easy to just put money up, whatever, and get her for a night. He's trying to do this as a brag that he was told that he would be, because I mean that's all he likes to do.
You were told what?
Really? I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that the captions were able to decipher what Fresh said. That's actually pretty good. The Google captions are getting a lot better.
Anyway, for those of you who don't know what Coconut said, I was always told that I'd date a corn star. That's what Coconut said. It took me, I kid you not, it took me 5 rewinds to figure out what he was saying.
Just put captions on next time and, trust your ears and then, read the captions. The captions got it right.
Damn, Walter, you need to go back to speech therapy for real. Serious, man.
No, here's a better question, because shout out to my Cameron from the It Is What It Is podcast. This is my favorite question. He asked Cassie after the whole case with Diddy. Yo, I just want to know, Fresh, what she saying? How was the though? What she said about you getting a 10? How
it made him come 7 times, so I would think it's good.
The fact that he was quiet and she had to come in here and say, I made him come 7 times, okay, so apparently it's good. Girl, why don't you let him say it?
Yeah.
Why you gotta jump in? Why not let him say it? I'm just saying.
No, it's not cap. Video
of him.
Yeah,
That's cap. It wasn't 7. You're lying.
No, it was 7.
7. You're capping. You did not make.
It was 7.
You're trying to tell. So you're telling.
Fresh, you're totally exposed. You got nothing to say. There's nothing you could say to make yourself look good in this situation, dude.
You had this weak in the knees up in the box.
It was
7
like 3
times.
I love it. I love this, man. They got him. Oh, Fresh. Caught red-handed. Red-headed.
Or so it was 7 times.
Hold on.
So it was 7 times.
That was joking. I go for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well lean into it, man. He goes for hours, man. This is to Fresh. This is a humble brag, but to everybody else, you're like, dude, you just bragged on yourself going multiple hours with a corn star. You had to pay her by the hour, and yeah.
Fresh said he'd go hours.
Gotta promote yourself, man. I mean, yeah. Who's gonna be the better cheerleader than yourself, man? He's got to do it, man. Who else is gonna hype him up?
He said he'd go hours in bed. Ain't nobody believing that. Ain't nobody gonna believe that. I'm sorry. Nobody's believing that.
Were there illicit substances involved in this interaction?
I mean, you say you go for hours, but she said you came 7 times. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Was this my darling, was this meth sex?
Which time are we talking about?
Wait, oh my God, wait a minute. I don't remember that part. Hold on a second. I gotta rewind it. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'm gonna put on
rewind
captions
that
so I can
part.
understand what she said.
Milo asked her, darling, was this meth sex? I forgot what she said. Let me stop.
Was this my darling, was this meth sex?
Which time are we talking about?
Multiple times. Oh no, that's not good.
I don't remember this part.
Dang. So he's a repeat customer. Not good. Damn. That's wild.
Oh no.
Myron's over here taking notes. He's like, Fresh as a trick again. God damn it, idiot.
Oh, Fresh. Oh, dude. Oh man.
You idiot.
For real. Oh God, this is bad.
It just gets worse, man. It gets worse and worse, man. The thing is, Fresh has got nothing. He's got nothing to say in his defense. He's just got to sit there and just let everybody just laugh at this.
Oh
All right, so Fresh, what are your drugs of choice for sex? Because I know about it. You're not.
There was no drugs.
It
can't be blow. No, we had a fucking.
You said it can't be blow.
That's right.
Wait a minute, which one is it? You said which time?
Tosa Ghost came back. He says, just burn it all down, man. Have a good night. I'm going to bed. Oh, man. Yeah, Tosa Ghost, man. I hope you have a good night, man. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I appreciate you. Yeah, David, you're absolutely right, dude. This is fucking hilarious, dude. All you can do is laugh at it at this point, because it's like, these guys are lolcows, okay? So Fresh is going to do his part. He's going to do his part to get people talking about the podcast, whether it's good or bad. You know, he's just got to do it in any way that he knows how. Myron's going to have his respective way of going viral, and Fresh, he's just got to get into scandals, man. That's the only way they can keeping the relevancy. That's all it is.
Hey, so what? Were you on meth and he was sober? That's probably what was it. She was the one on meth and he was the one that was sober during the whole time.
Audience, you see why Myron's doing 8 podcasts a day? This is like a chick right here for like 8 hours a day. You get on your shit, man.
This is why this show's on the Myron Gaines X YouTube channel. All right, so who here has had sex with Myron?
Myron's gay. Myron's a homosexual. Okay, he's a closeted one, but he's still one. Myron does not have sex with women. That's why he does a podcast 8 to 10 hours a day, every day, and then he spends the rest of the time when he's not sleeping on Twitter.
Who's had sex with Myron?
Where's the Eskimo sisters at? Point them out.
Are we just talking about them?
Yeah. Claro.
No. This one. That one. That
We're the
one.
only porn
No,
stars.
I wouldn't go near that one.
She's beautiful.
Okay, you don't want to do it. Okay, all right.
Because you from Barbados, I'm Jamaican. I got to find out.
No, it's definitely not.
Or no? He ate Be honest. He ate it?
Yeah.
Did he eat the ass, though? I just want to know if he ate the ass.
That's important.
Wait, Fresh.
Every time I'm in a club with him.
Bocce man, bocce boy. That's, I mean, at least in Jamaican speak, that's, you know, that's something that they don't eat. They don't eat box. So now that's just another thing they got on him, and that's the nail in the coffin for Fresh, man. It's like he's got no standard whatsoever, bro.
Every time I'm in a club with him, he always like, act. You want to sip? Out of here. You know what I mean? Hell no.
This is unlimited ammunition for academics now. He's like, dude, I got you, man. We got you in 4K. She's just like, yeah, you totally ate the box, man.
No,
Okay,
I
so-
don't let people do that. It's weird.
Okay, he was just eating that. He was eating the pussy.
Bro,
what's your rated skills at?
10.
10?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right.
So he's a 10 at the actual boinking, and he's a 10 with eating the coochie cat too. Why you always lying? Why you always lying?
She's trying to get back on the stream, man. She's trying to come back to the show, so she's gonna definitely hype him up, man. That's what she's gonna do. A woman's always gonna give out 10s, man, if she's trying to. It's all strategic, man.
I'm not believing none of this.
Celebrate a little bit, because she's just being nice, because she wants to come back on again.
There you go.
Because if he
Milo,
doesn't
right?
eat your ass.
This is good exposure for the girls, you know? She ain't gonna rate him at 6.
Myron is just disappointed. He's just like, I can't believe I got this guy across from me, man. Got red hairs coming out of his teeth and everything. Just like, yo, man, let's start up the show, man. Let's end the show, man. I'm ready to get back to this thing. He's like, man, dude. He's like, why are we still going, man? It's like, what value are we bringing right now? He's like, I'd much rather be on my own show right now. This is rough.
Is she?
No,
This is
I've never
embarrassing.
seen Myron this quiet ever.
He's got nothing to say. I mean, this is literally, he's got nothing to say. He's trying to be out here helping men, but there's one man in that room that he just can't help, man. He's just gonna help himself.
Never seen Myron. Have y'all? Y'all have never seen Myron. Keep his mouth shut. I've never seen a clip where Myron was quiet.
This is compliance right here. Silence is compliance, and this is what Myron is, man. He's too loyal to a fault. He's not going to dog out his boy Fresh on the show, and he's going to make excuses for him when he's on his own show. When the people super chat to Myron, be like, "Yo, dude, what's up with him eating this box of like 2,000 bodies, man? Like, what's going on here?" And he's just like, "Yo," he's like, "We already knew that Fresh was a womanizer." There was literally a short of Myron saying that I've already seen. But yeah, I mean, these girls, they bottom of the barrel, going to come on the show. People, even the people that are like, yo, she's disgusting, I can't believe that, you know, Fresh did that. People are still going to go to her OF. They're still going to go to her page and stuff, and they're going to simp. So yeah, it's just, this is just wild exposure, and they don't care how they get it. Exo Charles came back. He says it's all for clout. Myra knows that she's using Fresh to get attention. I mean, yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. These girls, this whole platform is just a funnel to their OnlyFans. You know, they can just come up here, say some wild stuff, get some notoriety, and you know, that's it. Their numbers go up. So I mean, it's a win-win. It's a win-win situation for the podcast, and it's a win-win for their OF accounts. So there you go.
I want y'all to understand this. Myron is not saying nothing, and Myron's not going to say nothing. Nothing much. He's just going to sit there. This is amazing.
That's me. Yo, is that the locals chat? Man, get that out.
All right. Anybody? Any other takers for Fresh? Anybody done it or would like to do it? Let's bro. No, let's get through it. Come on. Anybody else tasted those wares?
I ain't gonna lie. Fresh is not beating the rumors. He only white girls. He don't black girls, Spanish girls, nothing. White girls and
I do black as well though.
Straight Asian, like not. Listen,
no, I do black as well.
If ICE not investigating them, he don't. So like ICE got to investigate them for like deportation.
So like cafe au lait. I see. Okay. So when you think about the other 2,219 men,
so she had 2,218 men. So it was over 2,000 body count. 2,218.
Doesn't matter, man. It's at this point it's just a range of guys. All right, it could be give or take a couple hundred. This is a bad situation, man. This guy's living reckless, and you know what? Hey, man, better him than the rest of us. All right, we can all just kind of see what not to do when we see Fresh.
I got to make sure I put that down. I wonder if I can put that 2,218 men. I think I have to put that in the thumbnail somehow. I have to do that in the thumbnail somehow.
When you think about that, does it help or does it hinder the process?
You know, I just thought of the thumbnail for this live stream. It's got to be Fresh wearing a Red Lobster bib. Oh man, he's not there for the biscuits. He's not there for the biscuits, man. I already can visualize how the thumbnail is going to be. I think I'm going to execute on that.
Well, here's the good thing about OnlyFans girls, right? They get tested.
You wrong?
Not OnlyFans.
Yes or no?
Yeah, he hit it raw.
It's yes, DJ Academics. Pugsy don't like to use condoms.
If okay, wait, hold on. If he's over here eating box, okay, you know he's going without a condom too. Come on now, it's just that would be off brand for him to eat box and then put a condom on. Come on now.
And Pugsy loves to have unprotected sex with the girls he meet. Okay, that's how he got that white girl pregnant. That's how actually 2 white girls pregnant and Daisy. Oh, I need to stop calling her Ling. He got Daisy pregnant and those 2 other white girls pregnant. I think it was. Then he got a Latina pregnant. So he likes to have sex raw. So I don't even know why you asked that question. Hence why he's not going to tell you you're wrong.
He's a raw dogger, man. He's the real raw dogger.
That's how he's going to say, I like it raw. Okay, that's what he's going to tell you.
So
that's what he's defending.
OF girls don't get tested. Porn stars get tested.
Well, same thing.
No, it's not.
Sometimes.
OnlyFans girls sit in their bedroom.
I think.
Okay.
Miami?
Is this like a elite, elite hierarchy?
Shorty got like a disgusted look at you.
No, I'm not immediately
nigga.
you too.
No. If you tell me you.
No, see, now we're just spitballing. He's like, well, you too. Because, I mean, he's basically going to bring up the whole Selena Powell thing. You know, Selena Powell, she's been passed around by a bunch of dudes. And, you know, Ack was completely simping for her. So that's going to be like his little ammunition that Fresh is going to have for DJ Academics. That's literally what he's going for right now.
Fuck you, I promise you. Ack! Listen, the only chick I ever 2,000 people with Selena Powell, and I definitely, you know what I mean, that was a bad time in my life.
Have you learned from your situation, though, man? I mean, I think he would take her back in a heartbeat if she was willing to. Oh, it's wild. Exo Charles came back. He says, Fresh has more abortions than the average liberal woman, bro. And you know what? It's all about that McDonald's, right? It's all about taking them to McDonald's and, you know, giving them that Egg McMuffin and then telling them that they don't ever want, you know, never want to see each other again, you know, or no, saying that, you know, they're going to work something out, but just, you know, make sure you take care of it this time because we're not ready to have a kid and stuff, you know, and then just never see him again. You know, that whole McDouble, I'm getting out of here kind of situation.
I remember that. I told you.
This is just pattern behavior at this point. It's like you can predict what Fresh is going to do if you put him in any situation with a thought or, you know, an escort, you know. It's like we know what he's going to do and we know how it's going to play out.
Yeah, DJ Academics had sex with Selena Powell. Men love hoes. Men don't care about body count. See, ladies, listen to me. Listen to your auntie. She's going to...
It's funny because it's like DJ Academics is staring down Fresh. And it's almost like they're a reflection of each other, but just like both of the worst traits of, you know, of what you could project out there and have out there online. It's like they both have horrible stories. But now it's just like a competition for who's worse. It's funny.
Always tell you the truth. I told you.
And look, Myron's finally smiling now. He's like, this is wild. I'm just sitting here on the sidelines. He's like the audience member now.
These men don't care about no body count, and they don't care about hoes. They love hoes. They don't care. The higher your body count, the more chance they feel like they can get with you. Now, I'm not saying give them that opportunity. What I'm saying is that these red pill losers are talking a bunch of lies as a cult because they love corn stars. They love women with high body count. They don't care. The higher, the better. This is the reason why these chicks on here, most of them are from OF and most of them are corn stars. And that's the reason why they're on the show, because they know that they're incel, desperate viewers, supporters are going to basically subscribe to their OF or their Corn Hub account.
It works in tandem, you know, it's a give type situation, you know, and yeah, I mean, their numbers will shoot up after they've been on Fresh and Fit because of the exposure. And yeah, they get basically paid in subscriptions. So yeah, it works out for everybody.
I don't know how that
Did he know before the first time?
Yeah.
So before the first time he had sex with you, he knew that you were like 2,000 deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He don't care.
So you like going after other people.
Honestly, I don't remember. You said it's on a podcast?
Yeah. You ask it every time you go around.
So she's been on the show.
I love how Fresh is playing dumb, scratching his head like, wait a minute, did we ask you what your body count was when you were on the show? Did we do that? Come on, Fresh. That's your freaking script. What are you talking about?
Before. Oh, God. So Walter, you cannot have sex. If it wasn't for you being on a Fresh and Fit podcast, you would probably be a virgin, or you probably had a body count of 3.
I've actually said this before, is that the podcast was just a cover for them or how they can get girls. You know, they're gonna have them, you know, with drinks and stuff, alcoholic beverages, whatever, loosening them up a bit, so that once the podcast is over, you know, they can try to make something happen, you know, at the end. And yeah, you want to hang out for a little bit, maybe get some tacos, and I can get some tacos. I don't know.
Maybe 2. But the only reason you're able to get laid is because you lead with your wallet, and also you got these girls that are going to come on because, hey, if they get in good with you, they can come on the show. Ooh, nasty, I swear. Ew.
I showed you a test.
But either way.
I mean, when you think about it, that's kind of how Myron got Angie. Angie was a guest on the show before, you know, and she would have never been on the show if they didn't, you know, seek her out and stuff like that. So I think that, yeah, it's like these guys wouldn't have the type of infield game if they didn't have this podcast and, you know, girls wanted to come out for the clout and to funnel simps to their OnlyFans. So it's like, yeah, yeah, you come across a couple of girls that are gonna be like, yeah, sure, you know, if you're gonna give me $2,000 for the evening, sure. You know, I can act like it was a 10. I can act like everything was good.
You showed him a test?
Yeah, I showed him a test. I texted it to him.
Romantic.
That's
Isn't that nice?
romantic.
Isn't that nice? You out for dinner? She
I'm
like, can I have a
responsible.
glass of champagne, baby? You're like, sure. Okay, well, since we're getting on so well, would you like to see my results?
No, like we didn't make it out of the room. There was no dinner.
Yo,
there,
Myron, I
so-
don't know what notes you taking, man. He's just right now. Yo, Myron, right? Myron is triple scrabbling. What the?
Myron's just pretending like he's writing something down, dude. This has been like, how long has this been? This has been close to about 20 minutes of just dogging on Fresh and exposing him. And Myron has just been silent. This is the longest time I've ever heard Myron be silent.
Yo, the only thing Myron's writing down, at least he ain't buy her a Van Cleef. We good.
Dude, the whole Van Cleef thing, that's funny as fuck. That struck a nerve with Fresh, because Fresh is like, hey, come on now. We're supposed to move past this. Why are you reopening old shit? Dude, DJ Academics, he fights dirty, man. He brings up old shit, man. And he's just like, we're not going to let that die, Fresh. Okay?
I know you a hoe.
Hold on. I love
We both hoe.
This is Miami, and this is me. Like, and everyone say this is what I do, bro. Fun. I do the podcast.
Yeah, fuck hoes.
I like hoes. That's me. Like, it's nothing crazy. You know, it's funny.
So, Pugsy.
He finally admitted it, man. He's just like, look, this is me. All right. I just mess with hoes. That's all I can get, you know? And I mean, are we still gonna, I mean, oh no, to the guys, the young guys that are out there listening to Fresh and Fit and subscribing to what these guys say and trying to enact the laws and principles that they have, you know, are you finding success in your life? Or are you going down the same path as Fresh and just leading with your wallet and getting pretty much the same results? You know, you're getting a woman for the night, but you're not getting a companion. You know, you're not getting an actual relationship. You're just getting sex, you know?
Is admitting what we all been saying. You know what I'm saying? So now he's like owning it. And now y'all see why he was catching so much hell. That's the reason why he posted this up. That's the reason why I've been on over 2,000 dates. I don't believe 2,000 dates, just like I didn't believe you was having sex with 1,000. You got 1,000 body count, or was it 2,000 body? I can't remember, but you told the truth. You said the body count you gave was BS, and I believe this 2,000 dates is BS, dude. Give me a break.
Funny,
It's
you
so
have a
nasty.
show that is kind of built around making fun of women's poor life choices, but there isn't very many. I mean, there's no one in this room making worse life choices than you, are there? Hold on.
Got him.
Good point, sir. Absolutely good point right here. And you know, what is Fresh? How is Fresh going to react to this, man? It's like, nah. He's like, it is what it is, man. This is me. All right. I've not really portrayed anything else. This is just who I am, and you know, take it or leave it. Kyle was like, damn, I thought he had game. Yeah, right. That's a good one, dude. I mean, he said that. He's like, he actually has game, bro. And believe me, whenever I repeat the words of what Fresh says, I take another 5 years off my life. This is probably gonna be my final year, okay? Because every time those words of the word game and Fresh in the same sentence, it's just like an automatic 5 years off my life, bro. Because it's just, I die inside.
My bad life choice.
Because you got everything. I'm just saying, you got some of these girls.
See, now Fresh is like trying to talk over him and stuff. He's just like, damn, you made a good point. I got a question for you. Let me ask you something.
Bad life choice.
These guys are
Because
struggling.
in reality, if you 2,000 people, like I maybe you do got that fire, right? Yo, if I got
Fire crotch, maybe.
you pregnant, I'd be ready to like commit it. Like, yo, you 2,000. Like, if I had a baby with you,
If you got a pregnant, you should be.
you have kids, by the way. Ain't trying to disrespect them. Yeah, if I'm the first person to fuck up and give you a kid, you know inside you or no? Keep it a beat.
You would be rich if you gave me a kid.
Oh, bitch, I'm ready. I don't
So
want.
am I.
I don't want none of you.
Do you want kids though?
Of course I want kids, but if I would not,
But question: how would you know a woman's body count when you meet her?
That's a good point.
Bro,
Because hold on. Let me say something real quick, right?
Oh, that was a rhetorical question. That wasn't an actual question. How would you know if a woman has a high body count? Look at her body at work, you know?
I've been dating again for like 12 years now. I went over 2,000 dates myself. You would never really know her body count. Now, mind you, most women don't get tested.
And they do it
Here
wrong.
we go.
So at least with OnlyFans girls, I know for the most part, if they're in the industry, they get tested. Secondly, niggas in mind. Go ahead.
Sorry. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. Body count.
Fresh. I'm gonna quote y'all that y'all say our own show. It's not even like necessarily about that because sometimes you're right. You can't really know what a woman. And these days you could meet a.
Oh man, this had to come from one of the people on Rumble, whatever. How quickly they do this. Kim Jong Il, but with Fresh's face on it. And he's just like side-eyeing Mr. Milo here. That's pretty awesome, dude. The internet is fast. Internet's super fast. That's
woman who's young as 19 or 20, and they have a large body count. Here's my thing: when you do know. Let me tell you this. Anytime
dude, you can tell, man, by the behavior that they exhibit. It's just like, yeah, you could have your brain and your dick, and that's how you can't really tell. You know, how are you going to be able to tell a woman's body count? It's like, just do by the behavior. How easy was it for you to crack her, man? It just seems like when everything kind of falls into place the way it did, you know, no, you paid for it. So, and it was easy. So I think it's pretty easy to tell. You know, just like how you can tell if a woman has an OF, you can tell if a woman's had a high body count too. Just the way they carry themselves, man. And yeah, I mean, Fresh doesn't do his research at all. He just goes, he literally lives by the seat of his pants, dude.
Never known. But let me tell you this. I've had ex-girlfriends of mine, and they start doing whatever. You know, the embarrassment of a woman even being able to admit that she's been with 2,000 people. I can't walk in a room with you.
Yeah.
I don't listen. When I walk in a room with you, like I don't want you holding my hand while everybody be like, "Oh, say again."
But how many people you been with though?
And it's different for women and men.
No, it's not.
It actually isn't. It actually isn't. The thing about it is that you don't know unless a woman tells you. Okay. Now, if she's a size queen and she is into some very masochistic stuff, then you can probably have an idea, maybe, sort of, kind of, but you would never know the exact number ever.
Now, the only reason Triologic is saying this is because she is a former, I don't know if she's still acting, participating, dominatrix, you know, and she did this for many years and stuff. So I know this information. For her to say, you know, that kind of stuff, that's how she's speaking from experience.
Never.
It is different. You don't want to hold a hand that's held 2,000 people.
That's not true.
You don't want to hold a hand that's held 2,000 people.
No, because that hasn't happened.
I've never walked in a room holding hands with Selena, brother.
But you're next to her.
Brother, listen, I'll girl that's 20,000, but I would never, like, I would be embarrassed. Would you walk in a room holding her hand?
But that's my point. We just had sex.
Okay.
But say yes or no.
No. But as we were talking about kids, we started talking about kids. That's what I'm trying to say.
Talking about kids.
Nobody's talking about
Nobody
kids.
ever said that.
Myron's still quiet.
I just made it up.
Yeah.
We escalate the conversation from just sex to more commitment. And
Nigga, hold on.
But nobody said
Hold
that.
on. You understand me, right, bro? I'm just no commitment. No. So kids is on you, Britt.
Let's talk.
Kids for what?
Let's talk about that a little bit. Are your parents still together?
Okay. No. Pug's gonna lie here. Walter's gonna lie and say yes. But we know that he's only been raised by women. His mama and his aunt.
His daddy's not in the picture. I think he's joked about this and said that his dad left and never came back. I think he jokingly said that. But I think in reality, I think his father had passed on. And yeah, he was raised by his mother and stuff like that.
I don't know who his daddy is. His daddy wasn't there. His grandfather wasn't there. He was raised by women. That's why he's so messed up, okay?
And that is kind of a key part of his character on how he finds his validation in women rather than validation in other men, because that's kind of how he keeps score.
So...
Yes.
He said yes, which is a lie. That's a lie. It's like he was raised by a single baby mama.
And
okay.
And what's your body count?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably somewhere near mine,
I'm not going to take the lies from them, and I'm not going to take them from you either. What's your body count?
Now, we're not going to cook my boy Fresh. Here's the thing.
Come on.
Fresh is doing what we all do. We hoes.
No, hold on.
Fresh is like, please don't talk for me. Even though I did admit, that fact. He's like, let me say it. Don't say it for me.
I think you try to make a point for the hoes when you were like, when you meet a regular girl, like you don't know. And I'm like, you're right. You don't know what the real truth is. The reality is that if you care to know, if a woman would ever open her mouth and tell you she's been with 2,000 men, you would be embarrassed to admit in any public setting that you have ever that you fucked.
You would.
I have to agree with that.
You
I have to
would.
agree.
What?
No,
I don't think he's would. Other niggas would not.
No, that
you would.
I have to agree with that. It is.
Okay.
It is. It is.
You would. You don't want to be with a bitch that been with 2,000 niggas.
Ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to cut this part out because I know what's going to happen. He is going to say, I'm going to take a survey from the chat. He's asking Chris or whoever back there to get a survey from the chat to see who in the chat would be proud to walk arm in arm with a woman that they all know has at least a 2,000 body count. So we're going to cut that part out.
But let's ask the chat. Would you be very proud to admit that you've been with a woman who have had sex with 2,000 other men? Get a poll. Let's look at the screen and let's see.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm a animal. I don't
We
like.
know.
Hold on.
We established.
Hold on.
We established.
I do what I do. I don't lie. Other streamers, they let what they do on stream. I keep it real. I like hosts. And the funny part is, bro, I've been on Miami for like what 12 years now. I enjoy going on dates, with different girls.
Bitches.
But the best part is, I get information, how to operate, how to move, and I actually find it funny because most women nowadays, bro, they really don't understand that most of them are just being used to like get smashed by top guys.
No, we know.
Nigga, you just said Fresh is stupid. You
Yeah.
think these women don't know you? They know it's part of the deal.
Yeah, Fresh thinks that he understands the female mind so well that he can talk in a room full of women and say that these women don't have any idea that we're just trying to smash them.
They know in order to deal with you, to get you, because let me tell y'all something about, I'm a compliment Fresh. I'm a compliment Pugsy. Pugsy
Oh shit, here we go.
is a great networker. Pugsy has connections to a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of things. And women will sleep with him just to get in on those connections.
Yep. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Having access to the section, getting the bottle in the bar and stuff like that, or being able to get in certain rooms and stuff with being on the podcast and being on a yacht. It's just like, yeah, of course, women are gonna see that as okay. If all I gotta do is just like smile and act like I'm interested in stuff like that, and I can get to have this experience. And Fresh doesn't know the wiser. He's just like, dude, I got game, dude. It's like these girls just want to be around me. He's like, no, motherfucker. It's because you have a friend that has a yacht, and they want to be on the yacht, or they want to be in the section, and you happen to know the guy that owns the section and can get the bottle of wine. So yeah, you have access. You don't have a mouthpiece. You don't have looks. You just lead with your money, your wallet, and and then your status and stuff, and that's it, man. But he's gonna call it game. I'm just gonna no, dude. You're just a simp. You're a simp, and people they're gonna use that to their advantage. They're gonna take advantage of you, and it is what it is, man. But you'll never see it for that. You'll just no, man. I'm just really smooth with the ladies. It's like, nah, bro. You leave with your wallet. You're a simp, bro.
Just to take advantage of who he knows. So for his dumb ass to think that these women don't understand that coochie comes with the favor, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Huh? You know what? And I bet he has an STD by now. There's no way you can have unprotected sex with all these women and you ain't get burned. Not once. That's the unbelievable. I refuse to believe it.
We know.
If they're here, they know.
I mean,
that's cold.
I said we know.
Yeah.
She's again. They were trying to make it seem like what I was saying was against you. Yeah. What Fresh does, most men do, and I wouldn't even say that I don't.
Told you.
So I never said that if a woman said that she has sex with 2,000 people, I wouldn't have sex with her. I'm saying that if we're walking into a room,
of course,
I'm going to be embarrassed if people think that is the woman of my caliber that I'm dealing with because of her body count.
Yeah.
I think that. Fresh thinks that.
Yeah.
The chat thinks that. Milo don't even got a codes, but he thinks that.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that. And I see goddamn Myron over there because he stopped taking notes. Because he thinks that. The point is, again, you seem so nice.
Good.
Yeah, no. You seem like a nice person. Maybe you're amazing in sex or whatever. I was just making a
That
point.
might be why I do it for a living.
Okay, exactly.
Possibly.
And you probably make a lot of money. I've heard you mention that you're well off. All I was just trying to say is that if you, like, your interaction with Fresh is a man of high stature.
If he's unadmitted,
What? High stature? That's not the right word to use. Not the right word to use. No, man. He said everything, but he I think he meant to say like high status, but not high stature. That's different.
Fresh is a man of high stature. When?
Nah.
Oh,
He plays one online, a man with high status online, but no, it's all fake, man.
God, this man
The jewelry is fake. The photo ops are fake. Their friendships are just photo ops, man.
a clown. DJ Academy, you a clown.
I would have completely said no.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm not going to disrespect him on his own podcast.
if I
If he
may-
would have said no, I would have continued
So you
to say
admit
no.
that
He said yes, so I
your
was like,
history
all right.
probably isn't the
This is a
most.
setup.
It's probably embarrassing to him a little bit.
It's kind of an admission.
If
of
it
what
was
he's saying, what he's saying
embarrassing,
is
he
right.
would
Don't
have
you-
denied it,
don't
and
you-
I would have
don't
stayed
you,
with
don't you,
denying
don't you
it.
think that your unwillingness to answer that question honestly proves his point?
I didn't want to disrespect him on his own
because
podcast.
it would be embarrassing. Because it's embarrassing.
No,
he's right.
because it's his podcast, and if he wants to admit to something in his
No, but
personal
there's
life,
no-
then that's
but
up to
there's- but
him.
there's no-
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. I'm gonna stop it there because then they start arguing about, well, you still did it. So
Yeah, you don't want to make him look bad because the situation, in terms of like the type of content that they are trying to like lead men and stuff, it's not a good look for him. So it makes sense that you wouldn't want to out him on his own podcast because then he loses credibility. So it makes sense. But the fact is, Fresh don't care about that. He don't care about his credibility. He's just trying to smash. So I guess when it comes to values and stuff like that, Fresh, he's just here for the hose, man. He's just here for the hose. And, and as long as you guys continue to give these guys money, which I know nobody in my audience or anybody that's watching this video gives to Fresh and Fit, but the simps, the people that follow Fresh and Fit, they're going to keep the money flowing so he can keep hoeing. That's just what it is. Exo Charles came back. He says Trio Logic's laugh is contagious. It is, man. It is. It's it's one of those laughs I was introduced to during the whole Daisy saga because she was really clowning on Fresh and Fit during that time, and that was when I was first introduced to the laugh. And yeah, it is. It's a very good, unique laugh. You can tell when she's in the room.
they're gonna argue about the fact that you have over a 2,000. Hold on. Let me get the right number. She has 2,218 body count.
Hell no.
Fresh had unprotected sex with her because she showed an STD test, and he did everything to her from eating the coochie to sticking her, unprotected. And I want you to understand, the idiots that listen to them, ladies, please never date a man that listen to these guys ever. You need to have this in your interview.
Whoa, hold on. We listen to Fresh and Fit for entertainment purposes only, okay? We listen to laugh at them, not to follow whatever they say, okay? We don't go to the source, we go to Reddit, okay?
Questions. You really need to see if you mess with any guys that was a fan of Fresh and Fit, cut them off. I know this video is going to be very long, so I'm going to end it there. But now you can see the scope. You can see why he did this, because
I mean, it's good to know that as much as things change, some things just stay the same. So at least you can say Fresh and Fit are a constant in terms of how they're going to behave and how they're going to keep this thing going, I do want to thank you guys. We've actually gone over on our time. We're about 20 minutes, but I do want to thank everybody who came out to the stream. Shout out to Trio Logic for this coverage here. And thank you to Cabos for suggesting this video for me to go over. I already know the thumbnail, so you guys stay tuned for the thumbnail. It's going to be Fresh wearing a Red Lobster bib, ready to just dive in to the buffet. But yeah, you guys have a good night, have a good weekend, and I will see you guys on the next one. We'll be here next week, and we'll have a whole new thing to talk about. So you guys have a good night. Take care. This is Camp Hustle 1, out.
Camp Hustle 1, squad moves like a freight train. Streaming live Saturdays, no need for a campaign. Cook Benny in the chat, spitting heat, uncontained. Haters lurking in the shadows, they ain't built for this terrain. Covers dropping gems, wisdom sharper than a blade. Exo Charles in the mix, got the whole game amazed. Taking souls for free, no invoice, no delays. Debating Sonic, spitting logic, making waves. Hustlers unite every Saturday night. We shine bright, got the spotlight in sight. Live stream flames, haters take flight. Chopping it with Hank, keep the vibe airtight. Commentary live, no script, just pure flair. Every bar a dagger, leaving doubters in despair. This ain't just a hustle, it's a kingdom we declare. Building brick by brick, we ain't folding under glare. Hank Russell in the cut, breaking bread, trading thoughts. While they talk trash, we strategize and plot. Every stream a canvas, every word a stroke of art. We out here taking names, pulling strings, playing smart. Hustlers unite every Saturday night. We shine bright, got the spotlight in sight. Live stream flames, haters take flight. Chopping it with Hank, keep the vibe airtight.